Guys doing good on this lovely Wednesday night. Oh, it's so good to see everybody. Thank you guys so much for being in here. It's a bright Wednesday. See, I got my bright shirt, my mental health awareness shirt on. I got my bright do-rag on. Hopefully everybody is having a wonderful Wednesday. I hope that you guys not watch Rocket Queen, watched my short. And I thought it was very festive, and especially with our topic tonight. But I hope everybody is doing lovely. And everybody is doing wonderful on this Wednesday. Hump day. Hope everybody is doing good. But let me go in and say my hellos to everybody.
What was that?
Trendy, hush. Go to sleep. She's making fun of my hump day. Okay. Misfit Kitty, it's so good to see you, honey. I hope you're doing well. I hope that you are in here, honey. I hope you are doing well, honey. It's so good to see you. Hello, Wild Angel. It's so good to see you, honey. Thank you for being in here. Hello, beautiful Tasha. I hope you are doing well, honey. It's good to see you. Hello, Brittany. It's good to see you, honey. I hope you are doing well. Hello, Dumpling, honey. It's good to see you. I hope you are doing well too, sweetie. Hi. Hello, BM. It's good to see you, honey. I hope you're doing well. Hello, Ladybug. It's good to see you, sweetheart. I hope you are doing well. Hello, beautiful Miss Ann Horn. I hope you are doing well, honey. I hope that you're recovering okay and you're not too sore. We're still praying for you, darling. I hope you are doing well, sweetheart.
It's cold.
Just still a tad sore, but I can move my neck again. Not much because of the incision, but it's okay. Sore where the C-port is still. Oh, well, we're still praying for you, Miss Ann, honey. Good to see you, Rift. I hope you and your family is doing okay, brother. I'm blue. That's my color. I'm blue. Yes, we're getting ready to. I think it's so interesting. I come some research, and there is so much research about it, but not a whole lot of people know about it. So I was like, this is interesting. This is something that we definitely can talk about, and probably talk about more than once. It's really, really cool, I think. Hello, beautiful Rocket Queen. I hope you are doing well, love. It's so good to see you, honey. My Rocket Queen says my happy color is purple.
Soleil Rocket Queen.
And Brittany says my favorite color is tongue tied already. I haven't even started reading yet. My favorite color is turquoise. That's a pretty color. Brittany.
What's up, everybody?
Oh Lord.
My favorite color is rebel.
Oh Lord. Hello, Evie. I hope you are doing well, honey. It's so good to see you, sweetie. Hello, beautiful pink fan. I love you. It's so good to see you, honey. I hope you are doing well. Hello, Josh Hurd. I hope you're doing well, brother. It's so good to see you. Good night. Love you, honey. Hello, Miss PJ. It's so good to see you, love. I hope you are doing well too, honey. It's so good to see everybody. Y'all just warm my heart. Hello, Truthful Soul. It's so good to see you, honey. I hope you are doing well, sweetheart. Thank you for being in here. Hey, Huntress. Hey, honey. It's so good to see you. I hope you are doing well. Wild Angel says that her favorite colors are orange and teal. Cool. Pink Fan says hers is blue, teal, and turquoise. So all kind of mixtures of blue. Hello, Deanna. Hope you're doing well, darling. It's so good to see you. That's fine, Huntress. I understand. Shout out to Maybelline. Woo woo. Happy birthday, girl. We love you here at the Rebel Angel family. Happy birthday, girl. Rich little girl turned 11. Shout out to Maybelline. Woot woot. Happy birthday, baby girl. Hope you had a wonderful birthday. Truthful Soul's favorite color is also blue. Deanna's favorite color is also blue. There's a lot of blues in here, guys, or close to blues. A lot of people like blue. Yes, that's a beautiful name, Rift. Your baby girl's name's that's a beautiful name. It is so good to see everybody. Thank you guys so much for being in here. It warms my heart every time I see you beautiful people. It warms my heart so much. And my cigarette's going crazy. It's like burning the house on fire. Tashi's favorite color is green. And Huntress's is green. Okay. But still, it's kind of, if you think about it, it's kind of like close to the same. Like we have turquoise, we have green, we have blues. And then I think it was orange. I seen an orange. Well, my favorite color, I like all colors, but my favorite color is black and pink. And then I like the rainbows and the tie-dyes as y'all can see. But my favorite colors is black and pink. Any color pink, like bright pink, light pink, whatever. Black and pink. Hold on a minute. Okay, I'm back. Had to fix my picture. I was like, oh gosh, my cowardly lion, which that's okay. I like cowardly lion. Hey, Cindy C, it's so good to see you, honey. I hope you are doing well. Thank you so much for being in here, honey. Yeah, I figured, Huntress, more like the green and camo. I figured, darling. And Hippie Grandma's is yellow and purple. Okay. So we got a mixture. More greens and blues, of course. But we have, yeah, I like him. We have a little bit of mixture now. Miss PJ's is pink, white, and purple. I like that where black and purple. What's up, whatever? It's good to see you. Teal blue and tie-dye. And then Tashi said, like emerald green and olive green, I convinced my dad to paint his hot rod emerald green. Ooh, I bet you that's cool. It's so good to see everybody. I hope everybody is doing well tonight on this Wednesday night. Okay, I know I always have to say this stinking spew, and I absolutely hate to even have to say this, but this is protecting my house and you guys as my family. And even the new people in here. Welcome. And y'all are protected as well. Hi, Nana Butterfly. It's so good to see you, sweetheart. I hope you are doing well, love. Thank you for being in here, honey. We was just talking about, we're talking about color psychology. What is color psychology? Has anybody heard of it? I mean, how is important is it in mental health and well-being? We're getting ready to find out here in just a few minutes. Like, what is your favorite color? Like, what does your favorite color mean about you? I know people change their favorite colors a lot, but what does your favorite color right now pertain to you? Or if you ever changed your favorite color, what was your favorite color maybe back then? What did that mean about you back then? It's kind of curious to find out, so. Hey, hello, beautiful Julie. It's so good to see you, honey. I hope you are doing well. Okay. But like I said, unfortunately, I have to say this, but this is protecting my house, as in my stream, and you guys, because I love each and every one of you guys, and I do not want to see nobody being picked on, bullied, or anything like that. So I have to say this every time, because unfortunately, this place is such an evil place we live in. The YouTube streets, just in general, it's just an evil place. So unfortunately, I have to say this every time until people get the grips of start being nice to people, start respecting people, and start being, good to one another. Unfortunately, I have to say this. So it says this is a drama-free, judge-free, and bully-free zone. No trolling allowed, period. No name calling, no bashing, no none of that stuff. Like, we won't put up with it. I won't put up with it. This is a peaceful, like, serenity channel where you can, get encouragement, support, be there for one another, and just enjoy yourself. Like I always say, there might be people in there that you don't like or don't agree with or just don't really, want to see or whatever. You're not here for them. You're here to enjoy my content, to support me, and enjoy yourself. That's what it's all about. Hi, True Secret. So good to see you, sweetheart. I hope you're doing well. But that's what it's all about. You're not here for Joe Smo or whatever. You're here to enjoy yourself. That's what I personally think that's what social media is all about. I mean, I have friends, that's all good and gravy. But, to enjoy yourself, to get encouragement, to get lift me up, so to speak. Positivity. That's what it's all about. So we won't put up with it. I have amazing mods in here. And, it ain't 1, 2, 3 strikes you're out. It's not, it's 0 strikes because it's not happening. Don't even think about it. It says, everybody is welcome as long as you don't start no shit. You don't start no shit, there ain't going to be no shit, period. End story. We're a peaceful channel. We're going to stay a peaceful channel. We're a positive channel. We're going to stay a positive channel. Anyway, so with all that little rant that I always have to say every stinking time, it aggravates me to say it. But thank you, guys. But I have to say it. So it's terrible, but unfortunately, it has to be said. So people know that I stand my ground, so they can't say, "Well, she didn't say that." I say it every live. So I say it every live, so they can't say, "Well, she didn't say that," or "She puts up with BS," or "She deals with drama." No, I don't, and my chat doesn't. Well, give her a hug from all of us, Rift, honey, and tell her that I hope she has a wonderful birthday, and that we love her. She's part of the Rebel family. So absolutely, Miss Julie, 0 drama. And like I said, if by chance it does start, we nip it in the bud. I ain't going to put up with it. We're not going to put up with it, period. Absolutely. We're not going to put up with it. It's a peaceful channel. We're here to enjoy, each other's company without the he said, she said, all that junk. Positivity. Be there for one of each other. Ghost Devil said, "Try me." And I'm sure Rift is ready to throw some wrenches, and I got excellent mods, period. Excellent mods. Good to see you, Ghost Devil. I hope you're doing well, brother. I hope everything's going good and everything, everything's doing a little bit better for you, brother. And I hope Digger Duck is doing well. Dumpling, it's Rift's daughter, Maybelline. I'm hoping that I'm pronouncing that right. It's Maybelline's 11th birthday. Yes. Hello, JoJo. It's so good to see you, love. I hope you are doing well. Okay, so let's get on it because I'm kind of curious myself exactly what this color psychology is. I know it's dealing with favorite colors, but it's kind of curious. I'm kind of curious myself. So, all right. I can't believe it's already May the 3rd. Lord have mercy. These years are flying. These months are flying by already. Lord have mercy. Okay. Hello, beautiful Darcy. I hope you are doing well, darling. It's so good to see you, sweetheart. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. Well, be careful. Be careful, Rocket Queen. Be careful, love, if you're driving. Okay. It says, what's your favorite color reveals about your true personality traits, according to psychology. If you want to know what your favorite color says about you, this was actually April the 29th, 2023. So just a couple days ago, I found out some information. Oh, honey, I'm praying for you, Darcy. Bless your heart. This was updated on April the 29th, 2023. So this is very recent. Very recent information. I think this picture is beautiful with the colors that she has behind her. Very pretty. It says color psychology is quite an interesting way to learn what your favorite color says about you and how your color preference can reveal your most dominant personality traits. The 10 colors most often used in color psychology for personality traits include red, orange, pink, purple, yellow, black, brown, blue, green, and white. Some researchers have explored color psychology in greater depth by examining the nuance of different shades within each color. To learn more about your personality based on your favorite color, it's essential to learn more about color psychology itself. What is color psychology? Color psychology is the study of how colors influence and affect our behavior, mood, and emotions. It also explores the way we perceive colors and how color can influence human action and emotion. It is a newer phenomenon that hasn't been extensively searched yet. Color has both positive and negative effects on individuals, which can cause different reactions. For example, blue, which most of you guys like blue. Hello, Tutti Frutti. It's so good to see you, sweetheart. Make sure y'all hit that like button when y'all come in. It says blue tends to have a calming effect, while red is associated with passion and anger. For this reason, color psychology is used in marketing, advertising, interior design, and even healthcare to coax the desired response from the public. Understanding what each color elicits from others can help people to communicate better and even achieve their goals. What your favorite color says about you. This tool for men and women is intended as a general guide, so you might not identify with all the personality traits listed for your favorite color. If you have two favorite colors, personality traits from both colors may be integrated to create a more accurate representation of your personality and character. You can also find your own meaning behind your favorite color too. If your favorite color is green, like for example, I think Tashi was the one that said green, and Becca, I believe, or Huntress, I apologize. If your favorite color is green, you are generous, humble, and sincere. You're fine, Dumpling. Says green represents balance, hope, and peace. If your favorite color is green, you're usually gentle and sincere, as well as down to earth. People whose favorite color is green are very loyal and supportive, making them the best of friends. If green is your favorite color, you tend to be modest and warm. You also have a strong need to belong and to love and be loved. You aren't scared of being vulnerable and feeling your emotions fully, but you can also control your negative thoughts. If your favorite color is blue, like I said, there was a bunch of blues in here. I can't even remember who all said blue, but there was a bunch of blues in here. I know Riff said Riff was one of them that said blue, and I think I'm not 100% sure. I think Truthful Soul said blue as well. I'm not 100% sure. If your favorite color is blue, blue is creative, compassionate, and friendly. Blue generally relates to being soothing and soft, which is why if your favorite color is blue, you're likely to have a strong need for inner peace. You also tend to be creative and imaginative, possessing artistic aptitude and creative expression. You tend to have compassionate, patient, and faithful personality. You may also be spiritually inclined and have a deep connection to the universe. While you care about what others think of you, you have very fluid beliefs that are difficult, if not impossible to change. Still, you tend to be open-minded and non-judgmental. If your favorite color is yellow, and I think Hippie Grandma said something about yellow, I believe. If your favorite color is yellow, you're caring, wise, and imaginative. Hello, Packers fan Tori. It's so good to see you, honey. I hope you are doing well, sweetheart. Thank you so much for being in here, honey. Just like your favorite color, you are cheerful and optimistic. People who adore the color yellow are literally a breath of fresh air. You're caring, warm, and considerate. Plus, you have a strong sense of humor and vivid imagination. You're also considered wise and enjoy learning and acquiring knowledge, so you can share it with others. You never take yourself too seriously and look at life with a grain of salt. People who love the color yellow are often upbeat and fun-loving, but also very ambitious. If your favorite color is orange, I think Wild Angel is the one that said her, I believe she said her favorite color was orange, or one of them was orange. It's already starting, guys. Enthusiastic, social, and carefree. If orange is your favorite color, you're likely free-spirited and carefree. And people find you to be both good-natured and tolerant. You crave adventure and face challenges with open arms. People who love the color orange usually have a certain type of spunk about them, but they are always inviting and welcoming of others. You're sociable and outgoing, but may occasionally come across as overconfident or impulsive. You like to express your individuality, and because of your strong social presence, you tend to experience loneliness easier than others. If your favorite color is red, red is energetic, passionate, and determined. You honor strength, health, and passion. You honor strength, health, and passion. Red is a strong color, which is fitting because you possess strong energy that radiates and can be felt by others. You tend to be an action-oriented and energetic. Though you can come across as aggressive at times, it stems from your strong desire to get the most out of life. You're determined to not only meet your goals, but exceed them. You go above and beyond when you do something, and you have fiery attitude. Red is also a bit of an angry color, so you're a bit notorious for having a short temper. However, those who favor this color are best at love. I'm sorry, Truth Seeker, honey. I hope you're feeling better, sweetheart. If your favorite color is black, mysterious, intelligent, and dependable. If black is your favorite color, you're mysterious and collected. You're also intelligent and value power and control in life, which gives you independent, leader-like qualities. You have a knack of entrepreneurship. I'm not really good at saying that word, so I'm going to try. And can command almost any crowd of people. People who enjoy the color black walk through life with confidence and purpose, and often have a sophisticated or elegant sense of style. You're considered to be dependable and responsible, but tend to be reserved when it comes to sharing your personal life with others. If your favorite color is brown, brown is loyal, honest, and patient. If brown is your favorite color, you're considered safe and comfortable, as well as kind and steady. You prefer to live a simplistic lifestyle with a strong need for safety and security. You're a good and loyal friend to others because you're honest and patient. It takes a lot for people to get under your skin because you have a chill disposition. You're often regarded as a role model due to the calmness you maintain in critical situations. If your favorite color is pink, you're romantic, kind, and warm. Says if your favorite color is pink, people find You warm and approachable. You tend to put others' needs before your own and are often romantic and affectionate. You turn a blind eye to violence and desire safety and security. People who love the color pink are often deemed too innocent for this world. You're charming, kind, and gentle, but this means you're also delicate and be hurt easily. You wear your heart on your sleeve, which can make you a bit sensitive. Oh, yep, that reminds me. That's me to a T, guys. Yep, definitely. If your favorite color is purple, I think Rocket Queen said that her favorite color was purple, I believe. Sympathetic, ambitious, and witty. If the color purple is your favorite, you value harmony and peace and are generally helpful and sympathetic. You have strong attention to detail and always creating new ideas. You're unique and witty, although you can be authoritative at times. You're ambitious and tend to set high goals for yourself. Oh, and Hippie Grandma. I apologize, Hippie Grandma. It's hard for me to remember all of my tribe. I'm not really for sure, Miss Julie, honey. I'm not really for sure. I'm not really for sure. If your favorite color is white, I mean, each their own. I've never really heard of somebody having a white as their favorite color, but I mean, whatever. Whatever. I will go back to yellow, Miss Tori. I think I've already covered yellow, but you're fine, honey. I will go back to yellow. It says if your favorite color is white is optimistic, innocent, and perfectionist. If white is your favorite color, you're likely to have positive, optimistic personality and prefer a simple life. You're considered pure and innocent, just like a fresh coat of snow in nature. You're organized and logical and tend to make decisions based on facts rather than emotion. However, this means you also tend to be a perfectionist at times and can be very critical on yourself. People who like the color white are more likely to always do the right thing and respect boundaries. Even though the color white seems to be plain, you're fascinating and extremely wise with strong convictions. Okay, so let me go back to yellow for Miss Tori. Let me find it for you, sweetie. Yellow. There we go. If your favorite color is yellow, you're caring, wise, and imaginative. And it says, just like your favorite color, you're cheerful and optimistic. People who adore the color yellow are literally a breath of fresh air. You're caring, warm, and considerate. Plus, you have a strong sense of humor and vivid imagination. You're also considered wise and enjoy learning and acquiring knowledge so you can share it with others. You never take yourself too seriously and look at life with a grain of salt. People who love color yellow are often upbeat and fun-loving, but also very, very ambitious. There you go, Miss Tori. There's your yellow, sweetheart. Okay, so let me pull up another, a little bit more information. Yeah, this is so interesting because I mean, like you're like, okay, well, that's my favorite color, but you don't really know the meaning. I just think it's so cool. It is just so cool to find actually what the meanings mean, and I have some more information about it too. So, like, this might be a different meaning behind each one. Most of the time websites have a different meaning, so it's kind of interesting to see what each meaning really means on each different. Like this one was yourtango.com. Well, it might be a different type meaning on some other website. So I always try to pull up a different one to kind of compare. Hello, Rachel J. It's so good to see you, sweetheart. I hope you are doing well. She likes pale purple. Oh, I bet you that's pretty. Let's see. Okay, let's see our next one. Okay, this is more color psychology. Actually, this is colorpsychology.org. This goes in a little bit more detail, I believe. It's kind of like basically well, if I can get all this, says the psychology of colors and their meaning. And this is actually from like I said, colorpsychology.org. So this might be more in depth to what exactly it means. It's kind of curious to kind of see, pull up a different from each, from each website to just kind of see the difference. And I always try to do that just to kind of see and pull up more information. So it says color psychology, the psychology of colors and their meanings. A good rule of thumb for many Westerns. This is just, I guess this is maybe like I don't really know. I'm just going by what it says. Hello, Mary Jane Doe. It's so good to see you, sweetheart. I hope you are doing well. I guess this is like little examples or something. I'm not really for sure. So I'm not downing nobody if they're living in Western side or whatever. I love each and every one of you guys. It says a good rule of thumb for many Westerns is this: wear black to a funeral. Black in context signifies solemnity. Solemnity. I'm getting ready. I probably will cover purple again, honey. Rachel J, sweetheart. It's how we show that we're grieving and respecting those around us. Weddings, on the other hand, are known for white, but only for the bride. While the bride wears white to symbolize purity and uphold tradition, wearing white as a guest is often seen as an attempt at pulling attention away from the ceremony, which can be considered gravely insulting depending on one's company. But I have no idea. Hello, Nurse Carla. It's so good to see you, honey. I hope you are doing well, sweetheart. Thank you for being in here. Make sure y'all hit that like when y'all come in here and subscribe if y'all haven't done so. Also, if y'all would like to donate to my channel, y'all don't have to, but if y'all would like to donate to my channel, the Cash App and the PayPal is rolling at the bottom of my screen. It'd be much appreciated. Y'all don't have to, but if y'all would like to, it's scrolling at the bottom of my screen. You're fine, Rachel J, honey. I will get back to you and give me just a few minutes, honey. It might actually be on this website too, honey. It says, wardrobe, of course, is far from the only place in our lives where color comes into play, but the point still stands. Color is vital to the human experience. Through color, we feel, we communicate, we heal. Those in advertising use it to sell products. Those in schools and offices use it to increase productivity. It says, when it comes to communication, color is unbeatable. Unconscious or otherwise, color can evoke emotions, inspire reactions, and change modes of thinking. And it can excite or soothe your mood, raise or lower your blood pressure, and even whet your appetite. Whether it's innate or learned, it's undeniable that color has a vital impact on how we go about our lives. With the basics of color theory under your belt, you can approach the psychology of individual colors with a bit more nuisance. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right, guys. I don't know. As we established, color is far from just visual experience. It can affect your mood, your wants, your reactions, so on and so forth. However, such a powerful tool is wasted if you don't know how to use it effectively. As such, knowing the personality and psychological effects of different colors, including various shades and tints popular with producers and consumers alike, is vital. Considering the following list of tables, a table of contents of sorts. This will be your point of reference from which to navigate the depths of color psychology. So we got the red, green, blue, brown, orange, yellow, pink, purple, white, and black. Kind of like what we just went over, but it's the 10 main colors on like the color wheel. Says the color psychology of red. From the start of the rainbow to the ambitious advertising for Valentine's Day, red remains one of the most effective I don't know. Some of these words I can't pronounce, guys. Colors on the visible spectrum. As a primary color, red is color entirely in its own. That is to say, no other colors can come together to form a perfect red. In RGB, red is comprised of a 100% red, 0% green, and 0% blue. It says associated with energy, war, danger, strength, power, determination, as well as passion, desire, and love. Enhances human metabolism, increases respiration rate, and raises blood pressure. It attracts attention more than any other color and time signifying danger. Hello, Shani B. It's so good to see you, sweetie. I hope you are doing well, and so is your daddy. It says colors related to red: magenta, burgundy, maroon. Wow. It says red is one of the fascinating colors that uncover various symbols, meanings, and association. It usually links with strong emotions such as love, desire, and anger, from red hair to red carpet in events. It is a color that's regarded as a head turner due to its warm, bright hues. Red is a primary color. It represents passion, warmth, and sexuality, but it is also known as a color that stands for danger, violence, and aggression. Red sits between violet and orange on the color wheel. Colors that are similar to red are rose red and red orange. The hex code for color red is FFF000, whatever. I don't know. Okay. I'm not going to read all that because I think it's quite a bit. Hold on. Okay, so I'm just going to read just a little bit of each one because it looks like it's a lot. It's a lot to each one. Hello, Miss Potty Mouth. It's so good to see you, sweetheart. I hope you are doing well, honey. Okay, and it says that's color psychology of green. Green is the primary color that hints our primitive relationship with the first creation of the world, nature. Considering the key color that represents purity, health, and freshness, green has been traditionally associated with brands that encourage growth, vitality, and productivity. Gentle and invigorating and relaxing, green also represents connection to ourselves, to the quiet moments in our lives, to nature itself. It is not a mere coincidence that people evade the concrete jungle of big cities to disconnect from the mundane and connect to the wilderness of nature. Green means to return to the primal roots, to the pristine kingdom of inner peace and tranquility. Color of nature, it symbolizes growth, harmony, freshness, and fertility. Considered beneficial to the mind and body. Slows human metabolism and produces a calming effect, strongly associated with tranquility and calmness. Used to symbolize piety and sincerity. Chart reuse. I don't know exactly what that means, but I don't know. Hello, Kenzie C. It's so good to see you, sweetheart. I hope you are doing well, honey. It says color psychology, symbolism, and meaning. Green is a secondary color. It is made by mixing equal parts of blue and yellow. It sits between yellow and blue on the visible spectrum. The hex code for green is 0FF0 or whatever it is. The history of green: before the 16th century, green dyes were made out of fern, plankton, buckhorn, berries, but the color would rapidly fade. Synthetic green pigments and dyes were invented in the 18th century, and they quickly replaced earlier mineral and vegetable ones. Color green was finally used in art to create specific emotions and not just to intimidate and meditate nature. In the 20th century, color green became a political symbol in many European countries. Today, it mostly stands for environmental movements around the world. Says the color psychology of blue. In contrast to its sister primary color, red, blue is associated with calm serenity over intensity or passion. When asked to visualize a tranquil scene, chances are people will immediately imagine a great deal of blue, usually in the form of a still body of water. Thoughtful and still, blue represents a sense of inner reflection. A great deal of research has indicated that this impact on the body is indeed inverse to reds, and resulting in lower heart rates and even slower metabolisms. It is unique and authentic, enthusiastic, sympathetic, and personal. They seek meaning and significance in life. Warm, communicative, and compassionate. They care about what they do. Idealistic, spiritual, and sincere. They value unity and integrity in their relationships. Peaceful, flexible, and imaginative. They are natural romantics and nurturers. Colors related to blue is teal and turquoise. I think a couple people said that. You do not occasionally wear black, Rocket Queen. I think you wear black 99.9% of the time. But we love you, honey. It says meaning of blue, psychology, symbolism, and personal traits. The color blue is one of the most popular colors loved by people across cultures and generations. When we look around us, various shades of blue delight our visuals. Blue skies, blue ocean, and even blue eyes. Blue is one of the three primary colors. It sits between violet and green on the color wheel. Popular shades of blue are royal blue, pastel blue, dark blue, midnight blue, and midnight blue. Says the history of blue. Some evidence shows that humans started to develop blue colorants about 5,000 years ago. For example, the semi-precious stone, lapis lazuli, a deep blue metamorphic rock, was highly prized among the Egyptians. During the Renaissance, the bright blue mineral was often combined with other ingredients, which led to the development of pigment ultramarine, the most expensive of all pigments. Afterwards, blue dyes were spread worldwide and are widely used for arts, fashions, and more. The color was initially called and described as wine dark instead of blue. While we are familiar with the shades of blue in our present times, it says let's take a look at some of its early names from 10,000 years ago. I'm not going to go through everyone. I'm just kind of curious what they used to call blue 10,000 years ago. Okay, this one was Egyptian blue, ultramarine, indigo, which I've heard indigo, Persian blue, international Klein blue. Ooh, that's pretty. And I think that's what they used to call them. Okay. Okay, let's go to the next one. I'm going to share this website, and anybody, they are more than welcome to y'all are more than welcome to go in here and look around and peek around, and y'all are more than welcome to copy and paste it or whatever. Says the color psychology of brown, moving to a more serious and imposing color. We arrive at brown, which no longer sends us thinking of youthfulness and excitement. Traditionally associated with seriousness, stability, and wisdom, brown is mostly worn by people who impose respect and appreciation through their status. When you think of this color, you might envision a paternal figure. Sorry, guys. And put it on my screen for just a second. That way, if anybody was curious about the website and can't see it in chat or something like that, they are more than welcome to. This is the website I am going over all these on. Colorpsychology.org. Says brown is mostly worn by people who impose respect and appreciation through their status. When you think of this color, you might envision a paternal figure or grandfather in the middle of the family, because families are centered on the stability and resourcefulness of the main male figure. Most people feel secure and stable when thinking about brown. Paternal figures who pass at a certain age also exclude a sense of stability, but not in the material sense. They have accumulated life experience, which is manifested in possessions and financial gain. Most people feel safe around people wearing brown because they represent seriousness, reliance, and support, associated with the traits of dependability, reliability, and resistance. Brown lovers are most often reserved and not looking to attract attention to oneself. While light brown represents honesty and stability, dark brown is considered mature, predictable, and dull. Yes, ma'am, sweet tea. You know, Miss Pink. Absolutely, honey. Of course, it's my sweet tea. Says the color brown. Says brown color psychology and meaning. Brown is a mix of red and green with low saturation. It sits between red and yellow in the color wheel. Colors that are similar to brown are orange, yellow, and green. Says the history of color brown. The first recorded use of brown as a scientific description for a color was in 1000. The term was added to languages after red, green, yellow, black, and white. It has been an important part of artwork since prehistoric times. Monks of the Franciscan order used it as a symbol of the humility and poverty in the Middle Ages. The greatest color of brown in artworks happened during the 18th century. Later on, color brown started representing simplicity, naturalness, and wellness. No. Yeah, I think most grandparents, especially grandfathers, wear brown a whole lot. Tashi, honey. Says the color psychology of orange. Bright and persuasive, orange results from the combination of yellow and red. As we have seen in the previous section, yellow denotes optimism and cheerfulness, while red can suggest intense feelings of love and even dominance. Orange sits in the middle of those extremities. It promotes rejuvenation, communication, and positivism. Lord, I can't even get them out today. This color also enhances extroversion, allowing people to let go of their inhibitions and express themselves more freely. It says combines the energy of red and the happiness of yellow, associated with joy, sunshine, and the tropics. Represents enthusiasm, fascination, happiness, creativity, determination, attraction, success, encouragement, and stimulation. Says the color orange. Orange is a combination of red and yellow. Or says orange color psychology and meaning. I'm sorry, guys. Orange is a combination of red and yellow. Red is filled with energy and stimulation, and yellow is responsible for happiness and cheerfulness. It is a more active color because it makes us react by gut feeling, and when we feel at that particular moment. It is a color that gives you shelter in the moment, in tough moments, by not allowing you to sit into grief or disappointment. It brings you a high degree of positivism. Oh, Lord. Always rejuvenating us in the most difficult moments. The great and invigorating benefits of the orange color should be used every day, even if it's just a small object like a mug or a pen, which we use in our daily task. See, it shows Like if you don't like the color orange. Not everybody likes color orange. This is saying if I don't even know if y'all can read it or not. But it says if you dislike the color. You're not comfortable in large groups. You do not like partying and socializing. You're more comfortable with small circle of friends. You don't like flamboyance and showing off. You may be holding yourself back socially. It can also indicate anger at having been treated cruelly at some stage in your life if you don't like the color orange. Like I said, there's all kinds of information. Y'all are more than welcome to go into that website. I mean, it's pretty easy. It's colorpsychology.org. That's all it is. And you can go in here and pull out everything you want up. But it's just a lot of information. I wish I could go over all of it, but we might be here for a while. It's a lot of information. It says the color psychology of yellow. He is so bright. Have you ever wondered where the association of increased mental capacity in this particular vision adjective comes from? Yellow, the brightest color of the spectrum, is commonly used in images depicting fresh ideas, creative projects, or new business in native. You probably already know the prototypical image of someone brainstorming ideas that are linked with a bright yellow bulb. This is not a random association. Yellow has been scientifically proven by studies to enhance mental activity and heighten awareness and energy levels. The brightness of this color unclogs mental blocks and encourages people to seek new perspectives by abandoning the dull ways of looking at the world. You can think of yellow as the main color of morning time when you are the most alert, insightful, and analytical. And when you have the chance to create a brand new day in your life, and do not just take my word for it. Studies have linked yellow with increased activity of the left side of the brain, which is considered the powerhouse of rational thinking. It's associated with joy, happiness, intellect, and energy. Produces a warming effect, arouses cheerfulness, stimulates mental activity, and generates muscle energy. Bright, pure yellow is an attention getter, which is the real reason taxi cabs are painted this color. When overused, yellow may have a disturbing effect. It is known that babies cry more in yellow's rooms. Yellow indicates honor and loyalty. Later, the meaning of yellow was connected with cowardice. Colors related to yellow is amber and beige. And the color yellow is yellow color psychology, symbolism, and meaning. Yellow is a primary color. It sits between orange and green on the color wheel, being associated with the sun. It stands for optimism, joy, enlightenment, but also duplicity, cowardice, betrayal. Colors that relate to yellow are yellow, green, and orange. Says the history of color yellow. Yellow was one of the first colors used in art due to a widely availability of yellow orange pigment. Ancient Egyptians painted their gods in yellow so that it would resemble gold. From the 14th century onwards, yellow has become the color of envy, jealousy, treason, the color that cannot be trusted. Once the color of the sun and gold yellow become one in the least popular shades, its dubious reputation has endured until today. Compared to the other colors, yellow often stands for a symbol of negative personality traits. The color psychology of pink. One of the gentlest and yet most contradictory colors out there. Pink is a color that varies greatly depending on its context, making it, however, remain simple. Though it has a great number of shades and undertones, pink is most commonly known to be a pale red mixed with white. This is the color that represents a gentle type of love. Pink stands for tenderness, vulnerability, and youth. It is calming, non-threatening color. It is linked to innocence, hope, and optimism. The pink color also represents positive aspects of traditional femininity, like nurture, and kindness. Pink can be linked to childhood sweetness and innocence, appearing sometimes as naive or silly. Also, check salmon. Really? Oh my goodness. You got to be kidding me. Pink color psychology and meaning. Pink is a very contradictory color. Its meaning can depend greatly on the culture and context in which it is presented. It can be linked to feminine and masculine, shallowness and tenderness, and many other things. Let's take a look at the associates that pink has. Femininity, love, calmness, innocence, optimism. And then there's different variations of pink, like bright, light. It's all different. Oh, yes, I love pink too, Dumpling. Pink and black. Salmon should be an illegal color. Yeah. That's funny. That's funny. It says the color psychology of purple. And so we arrive at our first secondary color, a beautiful mixture of red and purple. Purple sits exactly halfway between two on the color wheel, though vary each amount can result in new shades. True to itself, red parent color. Purple is often associated with luxury and power. However, as opposed to red's tendency to reflect the material facets of power and ambition, purple airs towards royalty and nobility. The blue tones bring in a sense of relaxation and stability, which, alongside the energy of red, synthesizes to create a feeling of wisdom and good sense. Combines the stability of blue and the energy of red. Associated with royalty, it symbolizes power, nobility, luxury, and ambition. Conveys wealth and extravagance. Associated with wisdom, dignity, independence, creativity, mystery, and magic. Relevant colors is indigo, violet, lavender, or indigo, violet. I don't know why in the world I said violet. Violet, lavender, and mauve. The color purple. Purple color psychology and meaning. As we arrive at our first secondary color, a beautiful mixture of red and blue. Purple sits exactly halfway between the two on the color wheel, though verifying each amount can result in new shades. The word for purple is an entry in a long logistic chain of variation from the Old English purple, the Latin purpura, and the Greek. I have no idea even. I ain't even going to even try to pronounce that word, guys, because I have no clue. If somebody can pronounce that for me, eat your heart out, because I can not even try to pronounce that word beside the word Greek. No clue. It says or purpura. The last describes purple dye manufactured in this class era in Tyre. This era, spanning from its 8th century BC to 6th century AD, prized the purple dye for its persistence as it became brighter with exposure to sunlight and weathering rather than fading as many colors did. It's even been suggested that Phoenicia itself means land of purple. Yeah, I can't even try to pronounce that. No. No clue. Don't know. Says in a similar vein, purple has long-standing association with dignity, just as history depletes the most influential royals wearing purple robes. So too, it has been used for public officials, honorary military veterans, so on and so forth. Purple represents independence and grace, and as such should be used accordingly. Purple is also commonly associated with mysticism, and magic. A color can be used to impart a sense of the unknown and of curiosity and mystery. Similarly, purple often inspires creativity. Having purple near you can spark new ideas as well as the passion and fulfillment that may call out for them about in the first place. That's fine, Miss Tori. I, I understand, honey. And it says the color psychology of white, making a radical shift right to the opposite end of the color spectrum. We finally arrive at white. In contrast to its deeper persecutors, I don't know, who excluded mystery. White is the universal symbolic color for purity, wholeness, and innocence. It makes us think of new beginnings, perfection, but also of elegance and serenity. When you have a blank canvas free of any imperfection, you have the freedom to start something new, to let your ideas take contour and move in any direction you want. While it's highly creative, it invites reflection, openness, and awakening. It is a great color for those who want to declutter their minds and spaces, hence why it's often associated with cleanliness and order. The bridal dress and the doctor's uniforms are also white because they represent purity, order, and offer comfort and hope. Similarity, white is also largely found in doctor's offices because it gives a sense of efficiency and perfect cleanliness, which helps patients build trust in the services offered by doctors. Associated with light, goodness, innocence, purity, and virginity, considered to be the color of perfection, signifies safety, purity, and cleanliness. Usually has a positive connotation. Can represent a successful beginning. Depletes faith and purity. It says white color psychology and meaning. White is the lightest color, meaning purity, innocence, and integrity. It is worn even from antiquity by high priests or in very important rituals. It is still an imperative color in the marriage process used to deplete the purity of the future wife. It is considered to represent perfection as it is the purest and most complete color. It is the color that represents new beginning and erases any trace of past actions. It is like a new piece of white paper not being written yet. It leaves the mind open and free to whatever it might create in a way. And now we are on black. The color psychology of black. Let me get a sip of drink. I'm glad you got some rest, Miss Ann. That's good, honey. You needed it, sweetheart. Like I said, the color psychology of black. Moving on to black, one of the most complex and meaning colors on the spectrum. We realize that there is no set in stone interpretation when it comes to this color. Black is highly versatile, and depending on which angle you approach it from, you can see it as elegant, mysterious, or downright depressing. For this reason, we will dedicate some time to explore the abundance of meanings that have been historically bestowed upon this color. Says associated with power, elegance, formality, death, evil, and mystery. A mysterious color associated with fear and the unknown. Black holes usually has a negative connotation. Blacklist, black humor, black death denotes strength and authority. It is considered to be very formal, elegant, and prestigious color. It's a symbol of grief. Read more about the color black. It says black color psychology and meaning. Black can have different symbolic meaning for everyone, and every individual can have a different reaction to the color. In Fishing Black has a way of harmonizing your home, office, and other environments. It can be associated with the water elements and evokes power, mystery, and calm. It can have a grounding effect when it's used sparingly. The color black has some powerful effects and can be associated with a sophisticated lifestyle. Just think of a person wearing a little black dress or a formal dinner suit. Black can also be black is also associated with depression because it can close in on use and take the positive aspects out of life, pushing us towards disappointment at the black or negative aspects out of life. Positive traits of black include protection and comfort, as well as strong, contained, formal, sophisticated, seductive, mysterious endings and beginnings, with the negative traits being aloof, depressing, pessimistic, secretive, and withholding. Black is slimming. I love black because it is definitely slimming. Yes, ma'am, Miss Julie. Absolutely. I wear black all the time. I love black. I have a black mummified heart. No, you don't, Toshi. We love you, Toshi, honey. Says more about color psychology and symbolism. Color is simply stated, broken down, white light. This is dissection of light at different wavelengths, and each wavelength is perceived as a separate color. Objects tend to absorb and reflect these wavelengths. So when you see a yellow lemon, it's a yellow wavelength that is being reflected while all others are being absorbed. Now that we have understood what color means, let's explore some of the ways that influences our mood. We feel color. How or what we feel about it varies from person to person. Some colors give us a sense of security, serenity, and calm. These usually lie within the blue side of the spectrum that consists of purple and green too, known as the cool side. Others induce rage and make us uncomfortable or signify, oh Lord, passion. These lie within red spectrum, which includes orange and yellow, known as the warm side. Says color perception is subjective, and certain colors are very universal significance. This is coded into our reptilian brain, giving us an instinctive feeling of fire being dangerous and the beach being relaxing. Color psychology is a very important tool used by artists and interior decorators as a marketing mechanism in many industries. It is the palette used by Dali that makes his artwork bizarre and amplifies the hyperrealism he intends to create. While we visit the museum to appreciate a work of art, we take it in through the colors we see because they invoke within us certain emotions, making the calm that everyone sees it differently a reality. Interior decorators survey the effect of colors when deciding what color, or rather color associations, the walls of a certain area in building will be painted. The reason that many offices have a lot of grays, blues, and browns incorporate that their decor is that these colors tend to increase productivity. Yet, this is not a rule of thumb. This does not hold this does hold for corporate 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 environment. But if one were to work, say for example, in the fashion industry or the media, the use of broader and more colorful paints would help encourage creativity. Many car commercials show black as their model because a certain color is associated with affluence and seriousness. This leads the consumer to believe that the product is worth buying. Even the food and drink industry uses color to attract more people to certain brands. The purple and the gold packaging of a certain brand of a candy bar is technique to allure the consumer into believing this is a chocolate is royalty. And why would one not want to buy the best of the best? Culturally speaking, colors have different values attached to them too. A bride in the Western world wears white, whereas it is what a widow wears in South Asia. Color stimulates our brain and from ancient times is proven to be useful alternative psychotherapy. The Egyptians and the Chinese used colors to heal, a process that is known as chromotherapy. Colors were used in order to help the body function better. However, there's a lot of doubt that prevails today as far as the effectiveness of color therapy is concerned. Since every human being has different emotions attached to different colors, the universal excuse me. The universal significance of colors may or may not work in these cases. The bottom line being color psychology and associations are an interesting part of a complex working system of our brain. Yet with so many scientific questions about it still left unanswered and differences in the culture attachments to colors, it can only be utilized through observation and experience of how color has influenced brains for over the years. All right, I got one more. Hopefully it's not too long, guys. Says this is on very well mind, which I use this all the time. I really like this website. This website is awesome. And like I say this every time, it's very well mind.com, and you can go in the search bar right here in the corner and you can type in anything. This is color psychology. Does it affect how you feel? Then I'll go over this and then we'll pull up the panel if anybody wants to come up here. Make sure y'all hit that like, share, and subscribe button if y'all haven't done so already. Thank you guys so much for being in here. Also, if y'all would like to donate to the channel, it's scrolling at the bottom of my screen at Cash App and PayPal. It's not required, but it'd be much appreciated if y'all would like to. I just appreciate you guys being in here and supporting me. Every time that I'm here, it means so much to me, more than you guys know. Y'all have no idea how much this stream means to me, how much you beautiful people mean to me. It means so much to me, you guys. But if y'all would like to make a donation to help, help the stream and the StreamYard and stuff like that, help it stay, the way it's rolling, y'all are more than welcome to make a donation to the Cash App or the PayPal. See, color psychology. How does it affect how you feel? I apologize. Do you feel anxious in a yellow room? Does the color blue make you feel calm and relaxed? Artists and interior designers have long believed that color can dramatically affect moods, feelings, and emotions. Colors like features follows the challenge of emotions. The artist Pablo Picasso once remarked. Color is a powerful communication tool and can be used to signal action, influence mood, and influence psychological reactions. Certain colors have been associated with psychological changes, including increased blood pressure, increased metabolism, and eye strain. This article discusses what color psychology means and how colors affect the mind and body. It also explores research in the effect of color and the psychological reactions people may experience. What is color psychology? Color psychology is the study of how different colors affect human mood and behavior. It explores how colors can influence emotional responses, as well as how responses to colors are affected by factors such as age and cultural background. Says different topics that are interest in this area include the meanings of colors, how colors impact psychological responses, emotional reactions to colors, factors that impact color preferences, cultural differences in the meanings and associations of different colors, whether colors can impact mental health, how colors can influence behaviors, ways that colors can be utilized to promote well being, how colors can be used to improve safety and design more optimal home and work environments. It says the history of color psychology. The scientific exploration of color psychology is relatively new, like I was saying earlier. But people have long been interested in the nature and impact of color. In ancient cultures, colors was often used to treat different conditions and influence emotions. They also played a role in different spiritual practices. It was in the year, I don't like the three sixes, so we'll just kind of skip over that. But it was in that year. That's just my opinion, though. Whatever, each his own. That the English scientist Sir Isaac Newton discovered that when pure white light passes through the prism, it separates into all visible colors. Newton also found that each color is made up of a single wavelength and cannot be separated into any further into other colors. Further experiments demonstrated that light could be combined to form other colors. For example, red light mixed with yellow light creates an orange color. Some colors, such as green and magenta, cancel each other out when mixed, resulting in a white light. Given the prevalence of color, one would expect color psychology to be a well-developed area. Researchers Andrew Elliott and Marcus Mayer noted in a review of the existing research of the psychology of color, surprisingly little theoretical or empirical work has been conducted to date on color's influences of psychological functioning, and the work that has been done has been driven mostly by practical concerns, non-scientific rigor. Despite the general fact of the research in this area, color psychology has become a hot topic in marketing, art design, and other areas. Much of the evidence in this emergent area is anecdotal at best, but research and experts have made a few important discoveries and observations about psychology of color and its effects on moods, feelings, and behaviors. The psychological effects of color. Why is color such a powerful force in our life? What effects can it have on our bodies and minds? While perceptions of color are somewhat subjective, some color effects have universal meanings. Colors of red area. In the red area of the color spectrum are known as warm colors and include red, orange, and yellow. These warm colors evoke emotions ranging from feelings of warmth and comfort to feelings of anger and hostility. Colors on the blue side of the spectrum are known as cool colors and include blue, purple, and green. The colors are often described as calm, but can also call to mind feelings of sadness or indifference. Symbolic color meanings. Symbolic meanings that are often associated with different colors. Red is passionate, excitement, and love. Pink is soft, reserved, and earthy. Purple is mysterious, noble, and glamorous. Blue is wisdom, hope, reason, peace. Green is nature, growth, and freshness. Yellow is hope, joy, and danger. Orange is warmth, kindness, and joy. White is truth and indifference. Black is noble, mysterious, and cold. One 2020 study that surveyed the emotional associations of 4,598 people from 30 different countries found that people commonly associate certain colors with specific emotions, according to the study results. Black, 51% of respondents associate black with sadness. White, 43% of people associate white with relief. Red, 68% associated red with love. Blue, 35% link blue with feelings of relief. Green, 39% link green to contentment. Yellow, 52% felt that yellow means joy. Purple, 25% reported they associate purple with pleasure. Brown, 36% link brown to disgust. Orange, 44% associate orange with joy. And pink, 50% linked pink with love. All right, Tashi, honey. I hope everything goes good, girl. I love you, honey, and hope they don't crack your back too bad, girl. I love you. I hope you have a good night, honey, or good day. It says the study research suggests that such results indicate that color emotion associations appear to have universal qualities. These shared meanings may play an essential role in aiding communications. Your feelings about color are often deeply personal and rooted in your own experience or culture. For example, while the color white is used in many Western countries to represent purity and innocence, it is seen as a symbol of mourning in many Eastern countries. Color psychology as therapy. Several ancient cultures, including Egyptians and Chinese, practiced chromotherapy, or the use of colors to heal. Chromotherapy is sometimes referred to as light therapy or colorology. Colorology is still used today as a holistic or alternative treatment. In this treatment, red is used to stimulate the body and mind to increase circulation. Yellow is thought to stimulate the nerves and purify the body. Orange is used to heal the lungs and increase energy levels. Blue is to soothe illness and treat pain. Indigo shades are thought to alleviate skin problems. While more research is needed, a 2020 study suggests that chromotherapy may be an effective way to combat feelings of compassion, fatigue, and post-traumatic stress in intensive care unit nurses. Modern research on color psychology. Most psychologists view color therapy with skepticism and point out that the supposed effects of color are often grossly exaggerated. Colors also had different meanings in different cultures. However, the mood-altering effects of color may only be temporary. A blue room may initially cause feelings of calm, but the effect dissipates after a short period of time. However, existing research have found that the color can impact people in a variety of surprising ways. Cryotherapy? It says chromotherapy. I don't know. I don't even know what chromotherapy is. But anyway, I don't know, Miss Pink. I have no idea, darling. It says white color pills. I don't even know why they have. I don't even know why they have. I don't even know why they have this on here, but whatever. I'm just going by what it says. Are associated with greater pain relief, while red pills are associated with having great stimulate properties. Red causes people to react with greater speed and force, something that might be helpful during athletic activities, according to researchers. Black uniform players are more likely to receive penalties in competitive sporting. You're fine, Pink fan. You're fine. It's probably my accent. A lot of people say, what? It's because it's Southern. It's Southern, girl. Receive penalties in competitive sporting events. Additional research is still needed. Interest in the subject of color psychology is growing, but there remain several unanswered questions. How do color associations develop? How powerful is the influence of these associations on real-world behavior? Can color be used to increase worker productivity or workplace safety? What colors have an impact on consumer behavior? Do certain personality types prefer specific colors? As researchers continue to explore such questions, we may soon learn more about the color's impact on human psychology. Zena O'Connor, a faculty member in the Department of Architecture, Design, and Planning at the University of Sydney, suggests that people should be wary of many of the claims they see about psychology of color. Many of these claims lack substantial in terms of empirical support, exhibit fundamental flaws such as casual oversimplification and subjective validation, and may include factoids presented as facts, O'Connor explains. In addition, such claims often refer to outdated research without referring to current research findings. Whew. More research is needed to understand the mental and physical effects of color. Universal associations may exist, but many other color factors, including personal preferences and individual experiences, also may play an important role in your unique emotional and behavior response. Color can influence performance. Studies have also shown that certain colors can have an impact on performance. No one likes to see a graded test covered in red ink, but one study found that seeing the color red before taking an exam actually hurt test performance. While the color red is often described as threatening, arousing, and exciting, many previous studies on the impact of color red have been largely inconclusive. The study found, however, that exposing students to the color red prior to the exam had been shown to have a negative impact on test performance. In the first of the 6 experiments described in the study, 71 U.S. colleges, students were presented with a participant number colored either red, green, or black prior to taking the 5-minute test. The results revealed that students who were presented with the red number before taking the test scored more than 20% lower than those presented with the green and black numbers. Color and consumer purchases. Color psychology suggests that various shades can have various effects from boosting our moods to causing anxiety, but could the color of the products you purchase ever say something about your personality? For example, could the color of your car you buy somehow relate to some underlying personality traits or quirks? When buying items, your color preferences might say something about the image you are trying to project. Color preferences, from the clothes you wear to the car you drive, can sometimes make a statement about how we want other people to perceive us. Other factors such as age and gender can also influence our color choices. White. As many of our readers have suggested, the color white can feel fresh and clean. The color is often used to evoke a sense of youth and modernity. Black, our readers often describe black as powerful color, which might be the reason why black is the most popular color for luxury vehicles. People often describe the color as sexy, powerful, and mysterious. Silver. Well, we haven't come across silver. Silver is the third most popular vehicle color and is linked to a sense of innovation and modernity. High-tech products are often silver, so the color is often seen as new, modern, and cutting edge. Red. Red is bold, attention-getting color, so preferring this type of color might mean you want it to project an image of power, action, and confidence. Blue. People often describe blue as the color of sustainability and safety. Driving a blue car or SUV might indicate that you are dependable and trustworthy. Yellow, according to the experts, driving a yellow vehicle might mean that you are a happy person in general and perhaps a bit more willing than the average person to take risk. Gray, we haven't covered gray either. The experts suggest that people who drive gray cars don't want to stand out and instead prefer something more subtle. Hello, Demetrius. It's so good to see you, honey. I hope you are doing well, darling. Of course, our color sections are often influenced by price selection and other practical concerns. Not only that, but color preferences is also changed over time. A person might prefer brighter, more attention-getting colors when they are younger, but find themselves drawn to more traditional colors as they grow older. The personality of the buyer can play an important role in the color selection, but buyers are often heavily influenced by factors such as price as well as availability. For example, purchasing a white vehicle might be less about wanting people to think that you are young and modern and more about the climate you live in. People who live in hot climates typically prefer light colored vehicles over dark ones. That's great, Demetrius. It's so good to hear that, honey. So it's a word from Very Well. Colors can play an important role in conveying information, creating certain moods, and even influencing the decisions people make. Color preferences also exert an influence on the objects people choose to purchase, the clothes they wear, and the way they adorn their environments. People often select objects and colors that evoke certain moods or feelings, such as selecting a car color that seems sporty, futuristic, sleek, or trustworthy. Room colors can also be used to evoke specific moods, such as painting a bedroom a soft green to create a peaceful mood. So, what is the bottom line? Experts have found that while color can have an influence on how we feel and act, these effects are subject to personal, culture, and situational factors. More scientific research is needed to gain a better understanding of color psychology. That's what I said. I'm sure that we will have another live about color psychology, but this is just kind of quite a bit of information about it right now. But they're still, like I said, they're still doing research about color psychology right now. So, good night, sweetheart. You're fine, Tori, honey. Thank you so much for coming in here, sweetheart. You come here anytime you want to. It's so good to see you, darling. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. And that way you know if you're able to. And that way you know when I go live again, if you're able to come into another live, you are more than welcome to come in. It's so good to have you in here, sweetie. And we hope that you have a wonderful night, honey. And much love to you, darling. It's so good to see you. Make sure you hit that like, share, and subscribe. And so that way you know. And hit that notification. Also, before you get off here, Miss Tori, I do short videos every day. So make sure you have the notifications on. That way you can at least see the short videos. They're positivity, they're uplifting videos that I post every day. So if you need like a little word of encouragement or something like that, you are more than welcome, honey. Thank you so much, Miss Tori, honey. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. I don't know if you have or not, honey, but if you haven't, make sure you subscribe too, sweetie. But yeah, you have a good night, honey, and thank you so much for coming in here. Much love, sweetheart. What in the world? My computer's doing something crazy. I don't know, guys. I'm still here. My computer is okay. Thank you, darling. I didn't know if you did or not, honey. Thank you, sweetheart. Okay. Well, I said my computer's doing something crazy. I'm telling you. You have a wonderful night, Miss Tori. Much love to you, darling, and thank you so much for coming, sweetie. Okay. So I gotta pull up my other YouTube so I can pull up the StreamYard link. But it was doing something crazy on me. Okay. Guys, we are almost at 200. We are almost at 380 subscribers. Yay! We're almost at 380 subscribers. Y'all keep on telling everybody about our wonderful, positive, drama-free, encouragement, peaceful channel. Keep on spreading the word, guys. I appreciate it more than you guys know. We was at 379, but one dropped out, but that's okay. We'll gain one back eventually. Is that right? It's okay. We'll get there. But yes, we're almost at 380. Yay! Yay! Y'all just keep on spreading the word. Thank you guys so much. But yeah, I know it means so much to me. It really does. It warms my heart, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. That means we're helping, we're helping at least reach 378 plus people. And we're encouraging people. We're lifting people up. We're supporting one another. We're being a positive channel in this evil world that we live in. And we're bringing, positive insight. We're talking about mental health. We're talking about well-being. We're talking about encouragement. We're talking about support. We're talking about awareness. It's just a great channel, guys. So please just keep on spreading. Just keep on letting everybody know about it. Everybody's welcome here. I want to be able to help everybody. And I believe I believe wholeheartedly with y'all's help, because I can't do it without y'all. With y'all's help, I believe that we got this, guys.
We do.
I believe that we do. I just can't do it without you guys. So y'all had to spread the word, guys, because I'm only one person. Y'all, with y'all's help, I think we can do it.
It's very, very, very true.
I only know so many people, guys. I'm still a little person. Y'all, with y'all's help, we can share. We can spread the word. You know what I mean? Hello, my love. How are you, my darling?
I'm good, sweetie. I'm really excited about today.
My mouth was getting dry.
You did good. I do that when I'm like anxious and I'm like trying to get through something. I'll get to do that. I'll be like trying to explain something. I'm like, got it. Let me start over.
My mouth was getting dry, and I'm diabetic, so my mouth's always dry. I always have to have something, drink water or something, Lord. And then when you do a lot of reading, I constantly have to have my tea. I just have to have my tea on stream.
You've been talking about tea a lot, and you got. Go ahead.
If I don't have my sweet tea, which I have to have my sweet tea, but if I don't by chance have sweet tea, or I don't have no sugar to make sweet tea, then I have to have my Powerade. So either way.
Right. I think I'm going to have to start drinking tea again. I haven't drank it in a while. I'm going to have to start because, there's just so many different teas that are actually really good for you. It's amazing.
Right. Now, I tried green tea, and they say it's good for you, but it has a lot of sugar.
It does. Yeah.
What's up, Beachy girl? How are you, darling? Good night, Shani B, honey. I love you. It's so good to see you, sweetie. You have a good night, honey, and I'll see you really soon. And hopefully your dad's doing well, honey. I'm keeping y'all in my prayers, honey.
There's definitely sure a lot going on out there, isn't there?
I'm telling you, it's so sad. It's very, very sad. But yeah, I just thought that was an interesting, because I saw, like a lot of people were like, okay, well, this is my favorite color, but the meaning behind it is that I didn't know anything about it. I'm like, okay, well, I love pink and black because I like it. Like you had no idea what the meanings were.
I've done a little bit of back in college years ago. We went through a kind of a similar thing about the colors and what they mean and things like that. And I was fascinated by it. And I find it interesting because I have colors I like, but I like a lot of colors. You know what I mean?
Oh, my main color is black and pink, but you see, girl, I'm colorful.
Right. Exactly. And I was thinking that might be why I feel all these different ways then, because I have all these different colors going on. So I'm kind of a little in all of them, except for maybe some of the darker ones.
But my favorite colors is pink and black.
Yeah,
but I like all colors.
Right. I kind of
my background. It's got every color. Because I said, Ghost Devil, I said, I like pink and black. but make it bright, make it bold, just make
Right,
it
right.
colorful.
I love bright colors. Like when I go places and I see like, like out west, they have a lot of the heritage, there's a lot of like turquoise and bright like
Right.
colors. Like we don't have houses necessarily those colors here, but it's just like I don't know, it just makes me feel happy when I
Right.
see
It's
those
really,
colors.
it's really, it's like, it just makes you feel, well, it makes you feel cheerful, happy. Like
Right,
it
right.
don't make you feel like, oh God, I mean, like it just makes you feel warm, like
Right,
it makes you
for
feel
sure.
positive. There we go. It makes you feel positive and cheerful and happy and peaceful and all the above.
Exactly. Exactly. I remember one time when I don't know if it was one of my daughter's friends, she said, "Why is your kitchen orange?" I said, "Because I love it. Because it's different." And it actually, if you've been to Mexican restaurants, they do a lot of colors, a lot of
Right.
greens and orange and turquoise and all those colors I love. So I think that's why I'm really drawn to that,
Right.
and so I kind of wanted that same thing. I wanted to feel that same way in my own kitchen since I spend a lot of time here in the kitchen. I thought, well, if it's depressing to be in the kitchen all the time doing all the labor, at least if it's bright and welcoming, then it might make me feel better about doing everything,
Right. Something
kind
that
of give
I
you that
enjoy.
enthusiasm. Right.
Right. Right. It's like at least it's
Goodness.
something for me, pretty for me to look at. Jeez.
Exactly. Exactly. And some people really like it. And I was like, I thought it was bizarre one day because I went into my local restaurant that has been recently remodeled and they had the oranges and the greens, like, so in my living room, I have the green color. And I was like, not even trying to, ended up with really similar colors to theirs. I was like, well, it's good because I never
I mean,
was big.
when you go into any place and it's real colorful and bright and cheerful, it just makes you feel welcomed. It
It
makes you
does.
feel welcome. If you got like, I mean, I like the color black. Don't get it wrong. I like to wear my black. It's very slimming because I'm a big gal. I like my black.
Right. Me too.
I mean, I've lost weight, but still, I'm still a big girl. But I like my black. But when you go into a place and now like a club or something like that, I can understand why it's black. I mean, because of the lights, and what I mean, I can understand that. But like if
Right.
you're going to like a store or a boutique or something like that, and it's just cheerful and it's colorful and it's peaceful and it's just calming, like that's a place you want to go to.
Right.
It's just like
It's like, I'll come back here.
like it's peaceful. Like people say, you come in here, it's peaceful. Like it's just a relaxing atmosphere.
Yes.
It's like, okay, there's no drama in here. I can enjoy myself.
Right.
You know
And
what I
that
mean?
and
Like I
that
can just
vibe is really like strong in the channel. That's why I was really like putting that in there earlier. It's like because you can feel that. And that's kind of, that's a calming effect that helps people feel at ease, which is what we all
and I
need.
know a lot of people take mini naps while I read
Well, now look,
because I
considering
have a calming voice.
I try really hard to rest when everybody's out of the house. And it, for some reason, the last few days, that hasn't happened. It's been like sit down and then I don't know. My son showed up today really early. And I thought, what on earth is he doing here? This really came over with his dogs. And then we had 4 dogs going on. And well, once you wake up, I can't really go back to sleep because you kind of like start your day already and you're like, nah. But his butt told me, I thought, you've got to be kidding. It's one of the twins. He says, Mom, can I take a nap? And I thought, you better hope you didn't just say, can I take a nap? If you woke me up
You
and
messing
then
my
you,
nap.
and he was hungry and then he asked me if he could take a nap. And I said, and he's 24 years old. I was like, isn't this interesting? I'm like, when do I get a nap?
Says I emailed Milo's and asked if I could get it in the mail to my house, and they sent back, sorry, Josh, we can't deliver houses right yet, but in the near future they are. Ah, cool, Josh. Good night, Rift. It's so good to see you, honey. Honey. Sorry, brother. I'm looking at Pink Fan and I'm looking at you. Guys, it's been a long day. Don't take that in the fence, Rift. It's good to see you, brother. You have a good night. Make sure, baby girl, you give her our love, and she has a happy birthday. Sorry about that, Rift. Don't take that in the fence. It's been one of them days. So I just did a buttload of reading, so y'all just have to kind of look past me. One time I accidentally called Ghost Devil Honey. So y'all just have to don't pay no attention. That's my Southern hospitality, guys.
My oldest daughter and my oldest daughter called me today, and it's my first grandbaby's birthday today. So my oldest granddaughter's 12 today. And it's also my dog Emma's birthday today on the
Aw.
same day. So I
Lord,
looked
have
at her, I said,
mercy.
I looked at her, I said, it's your birthday. And she's like, dogs, she's like, what?
Like, where's my treat?
Right. Where's my treat? I know.
It's like it's the same old day, but where's my treat?
I was like, I forgot something I was gonna get you. So can we make it tomorrow and we'll go for a walk? Some people actually
Yeah.
go all out and get dogs cakes. And I didn't, I thought about that one time and I thought, nah, that could be a disaster. I can't imagine that. I was
Oh my Lord, girl.
it just
It could also tear up their stomach. I mean, like, if they've never had
Right.
one. Oh Lord.
I
You
don't know
really
what
be
they
taking
put in them.
OUT every 5 seconds. Like, I ain't clean this.
I'll be calling the place and going, what was in the cake?
Forget it. Your honey's staying outside. Now, if it was cat, you could put some catnip in it. And it'd be good. Brr. Or those, what is it that they give dogs to keep them from being anxiety, like bouncing all over the place? It's like CBD gummies or something for dogs.
Yeah, I have some
Instead of them
CBD drops
bouncing
for
all
my
over the
dogs.
place.
Yeah, I still am trying to decide if they work or not.
I don't
Completely. I've
I've
tried
never
it.
done it, but I know some people that have. So
I mean, it's like a little squirt, like medicine, like
right,
what do you
little
call it? The
medicine
little
dropper.
suction. Right.
Right.
Thank you. The dropper. Geez, I'm
Yeah.
doing the same thing. Good
She's
Lord.
doing a little pincher thing. Well,
Like you're
the other
supposed to know what I'm saying is I'm like,
girl, the other day Beachy was on, and I was trying to do this, and she was like, "What?" I was like, "This thing, whatever it's called, I don't know what it's called." And everybody's saying it's a slingshot. I was like, "The thing that you pull back and throw rocks at people."
I always tell my husband when we're doing remodeling stuff, his machine, it's an air compressor, but you know what I do? I'm like, so honey, where's that thing that goes and I don't never call it by its name. I don't know why I always make the noise. And he looks at me like, what?
I can't never remember things. I'm telling you. Lord have mercy. I'm telling you. Well, us mamas. Well, I mean, it just wives. You ain't really got to be a mama, but us wives, us women, just period. No offense, guys. I'm just saying, us women, we got 15,000 billion things to do in a 24-hour time frame. There's never enough hours in a day. So good luck trying to remember what. Just good luck trying for us to remember those certain things. Seriously. Shoo, Lord. I'm just like, I'm doing it like this, and she's like, do it. I'm like, I don't know. It's a thing that you go. It's that. Woohoo! We made it to 380. Woohoo!
Ooh, awesome.
Yeah. Raise the roof.
So I'm doing this really, really awesome thing this coming Tuesday. I'm starting this like bucket list thing that I've been wanting to do for a while. And now that I've met all these wonderful ladies through the YouTube channels, I've got a nice group of people together, and I'm going on the first one, and it's somewhere I've been before, but this person hasn't been before. And she agreed to fly all the way from Texas to Iowa, and then we'll leave from here and we'll go on our trip out to Nevada. And so we're going to do that next week. And I'm really excited about it because she never got to go. And everybody that I've ever taken there with me, they just have such a great time. I've done the family. I did that a couple years ago and took everybody when I could, like one or two at a time. I remember when we took the twins, my husband looked at me like, we are never doing this again. Because they're grown. They're 24.
Okay, so they're double the mine and Rebel's twins.
Right.
They'll be 13.
But they act like they're 12 most of the time. So just saying.
Ours act like they're 20. They're 30.
So we have they're flipped. So yeah. So I've done the family thing, but I was just really excited and reached out to a friend, and I thought, she'd been at home and has just really been bummed for quite some time and hasn't been able to get away. And I thought, this is just really going to be exciting. I'm really excited about it. And we'll go and come on and visit with everybody and show everybody some beautiful things if we
Oh yes,
can
I
while we're
definitely
there.
want to see because I've never really and Rebel's traveled everywhere because he's been well, I mean not overseas, but he's traveled everywhere where he's a truck driver. I've only been to I can tell you where I've been to. Okay, I was born in South Carolina. My I've been to West Virginia, of course, Tennessee. Let's see. Hold on 1 minute. I'm not even been to 10 states in my whole entire life. And I've been, like I said, we've been to, I don't know if you was here or not, but I've been to New York. I was staying with a friend, a real close friend of my mom's, and she lived in West Virginia, and her son got into some trouble, and he was all the way in Rhode Island at a camp, a Christian camp, and he got in some trouble and he got kicked out. Anyway, they had to go get him. So from West Virginia, whatever states are in between West Virginia, all the way to Rhode Island, they had to drive to Rhode Island to get him. Well, I went with them. So, and we slept in the car and stuff. And of course, that's a lot of traveling in between.
Oh yeah.
We constantly just kind of, I mean, like it was a lot, but we didn't really, I just kind of enjoyed the sights, because I ain't never seen it, but we stopped in New York and they did the, I'll tell them. Rebel send me stuff on my messages and it's popping up on the corner of my screen. Sorry. They took me to the Twin Towers. I think it was 2 days or 1 day, something. It was just a couple days, like seriously, a couple days before they fell. It freaked me out. I went to the tip top of it. Yeah, to the tip top of it, and did the sightseeing, all that. It was beautiful, gorgeous. I called my mom. Was like, Mom, do you know where I'm at? She's like, Where are you at? And I'm like, Listen. But yeah, it was just a couple days before. I was freaking out because I was like, I was just up there.
That would really, like, I would be, that would, when things like that happen, it's just like, you just have to say, I mean, the time I almost got struck by lightning, I kept saying to myself after that, that was just too close. That was just too time frame wise. It was just, and it's just one of those things where you kind of wonder, are we spared? Is it like are we supposed to look back and say, oh my gosh, I don't know. It's one of those things you just don't know.
I know, it's crazy. It was crazy. And then kind of like what Rebel was saying, I don't know if he was in here or not, but anyway, where we've never really been through a tornado. I mean, like we have, but we haven't, if that makes sense. Like
Right.
we heard it. Like we went through the lightning and the actual severe thunderstorm part of it, and we could hear it. It was going past the interstate. We could hear it, and we didn't get no damage from it. But it was like 30 miles up the road at a truck stop. We just went to the truck stop the day before.
Oh, wow.
Sit at this gas station the day before. Pump gas at this gas station. The next day is when the tornado hit it, and the gas station and the gas pump where we pumped the gas at the day before was gone. We was like,
it's like,
yes,
oh,
I'm like,
my.
holy, like we got angels. I mean, and I believe, each his own, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I strongly believe in that stuff.
So do I, or I wouldn't be here still. And that's the honest to God's truth. It is. I mean, and you really realize
like
it.
I said, I'm not throwing it on nobody. That's just my opinion. I strongly believe in angels. Strongly believe 100%. Yes. But I was like, holy crap. And Tim or Rebel, however y'all know him, I was like, babe, was this the gas station? Wasn't this the gas station in this parking lot that we was sitting at yesterday? And he said, yes, and it's no longer there. And I said, wasn't we getting gas and parked our van right there? He said, yeah. I said, it's not there. And it wasn't even 24 hours of the day. It was just the day before. It wasn't even 24 hours. And it tore that place all to pieces. And it was at a truck stop. And it was very sad. I don't know if you look at my personal Facebook, because I think you're on it. You'll have to go through it, but there's all kinds of pictures. But they have big trucks slung out. Yeah, it was a truck stop. So just imagine. I'll just put it that way.
Right.
Yes. I was like, holy crap. It was bad. But that was years ago. The babies were or the twins. Well, they're still babies. To me, they are. They was not even a year old, maybe a year and a half old. So that was a long time ago, but that freaked me out because we could hear it. It was like a train noise. It freaked me out because Rebels outside videotaping it with that crazy lightning and the wind, and we could hear the train noise, and the wind and the lightning and the thunder and the rain, and severe thunderstorm. And I'm holding both the twin, like I said, they're maybe 1.5 or something. And we're holding both of them. And his mom was close to me. And she's like, get your ass in the house. And I'm like, babe, quit recording and get your ass in the house. And he's like, oh, hell no. And he's recording. I'm like, good Lord, I'm like freaking out, because you can hear it. That's freaky. That is freaky as all get out. That's freaky. But yeah, so I'm like, I strongly believe in that stuff. I'm telling you. I strongly believe in it. But you guys, thank you so much. Woo, woo. 380. Woo, woo. Yeah. We got this, guys. Woo, woo. Thank you. Y'all don't know how much it means to me. Thank you guys so much. Y'all really have no idea how much it means to me. Thank you. Let's keep on moving up, guys. Let's keep on moving up. Keep it up. Thank you so much. Sorry, White Angel. I just get excited. I can't help it. It warms my heart. Thank you guys so much. Oh, Lord. It warms my heart. Oh, this beautiful lady's coming up to say hi to us. I love this lady so much. Everybody's just put me in a precious mood. It warms my heart. Thank you guys so much. Hello, beautiful Miss Ann.
I was
How
feeling the
are you
vibe.
doing?
I knew my mama was coming because I could feel the vibe.
She was like, I know who's coming. Just
I
the way
just
that
felt
was
it.
acting. How are you feeling, darling?
I'm okay. Trying to keep my hair off of these doggone things.
Girl, I'd put my hair up in a bun or something. Screw it.
Yeah. Yeah, the stupid bottom one here, the hair got tangled up in it, and the tape started coming off. See, I don't have no stitches or staples. It's the what do you call it? Butterfly stitches,
like a tape top thing,
right? And so definitely Kate. So I didn't even realize it, and Miss Gloria come and put the preacher's wife that took me yesterday. She noticed it yesterday when she brought me supper. So she put a Band-Aid over it, to hold it down, because I can't let that come open.
Oh, Lord, no, because you wouldn't want that to pop out. God mine. It's got to be hooked. I mean, I don't know much about it, but just the way that they have it in your neck, I guess it's hooked to like a main artery or something.
Yeah, it is. It's it's like I don't know, like what do you call it? A tube.
Right.
And it goes down in. So when I get my treatment, it be hooked up to that and go down in the port and do whatever.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think everybody has like a main artery in their neck, and that's why you have one right here, and then it goes to
the juggler, something like that.
Yeah, right. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Do you have 2 incisions, don't you? You have the one right here and then the one right here?
Yeah. This is the port right here.
Right. On your chest. Right here.
Yeah. If you can see the bump there.
Yeah, it's kind of raised a little. Yeah. And this one's what? Just where
that
they went
one's
in?
Pretty sore. This one's much better.
Ain't this where they went in though? What on your neck? Ain't that where they went in?
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. But this one right here, oh my God, it's sore. It's real sore. But it's okay.
Well, you seem in good spirits. I mean, it
yeah,
seems like you got you some rest.
I'm still groggy, dopey, whatever you want to call it. Last night.
Yeah, she said. Miss Julie said, "Carorder." I cannot pronounce. I'm not Texas. I mean, I'm not. Carotid, artery, and jugular vein.
Artery and jugular vein.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's certain words I can't pronounce. I try.
I was trying to say it, but you were saying it, and I
I
misspelled
think
said it.
me and you both Southern, so we was trying to figure it out.
Yeah, but I can turn my neck now. You know,
Well,
it's
it's
much
better.
Yeah.
Yesterday you was kind of like you was afraid. Like, I think you was kind of afraid, and plus it was kind of
Well, I
stiff.
was
You know what I mean?
sore. I
He was like,
so
"Oh gosh,
sore.
like I'm
And
afraid
I
to
turned
move."
my neck. Oh my God.
But did your doggies let you sleep a little bit though? They weren't driving
You
you
know
crazy.
what? Let me tell you something. When I finally crashed last night, I did not wake up not one time all night long. And I got up at 8 o'clock this morning, and 8:04 to be exact. And
Wow.
the trash guys come between 8 and 8:30, and my neighbor lets me put my one bag of trash over there because I cut all of our grass. I cut
Right.
all hers and her mom and dad's and mine. So I cut everybody's yards, and they let me do that. So I said, "Oh crap! I got to carry the trash out there." So I woke up and went, because he comes between 8 and 8:30, and I looked and I said, "Oh, he ain't come." So I picked it up with my right hand. I said, "Oops, I can't do that." So picked it up with my left
Right.
one, carried it out there, and dumped it and all that. Come in and had coffee, and I was like, when I woke up, see, I sleep on the couch. And
Right.
when I went to bed last night, I slept on my left side, and because no way I was going to go
Uh-uh.
on this side. But
I
during the
would.
night, I always change sides.
Right.
And I want you to know, when I woke up at 8 o'clock this morning, I was still on my left side. I said, I was not slap out. If these dogs barked, I didn't hear them.
You was like you had your mindset. I am not moving.
Right. I mean, and that anesthetic and all that stuff, they had me all doped up. So, it was great. I got a good night's sleep, and I had a good big supper. She fixed me all kind of good stuff, and I sat here and I tried to eat it. I was trying to do everything I could do last night to get that gas taste off.
Right.
And finally, this morning when I had my cup of coffee, I got rid of that taste. And I said, "Thank you, Lord
Finally.
Jesus." That was some nasty stuff. I remember laying there, and that anesthetic doctor said, and I thought he was putting the oxygen thing on me, and he said, "All right, I'm fixing to put this oxygen on you." And he come over there with that big old mask, and he just slammed it on me, not forcefully.
Right.
And, I'm trying to talk. He said, "Close your mouth and breathe 5 times in and out." And next thing you know, I don't
She's
even
out.
know if I made it to 5. I
She's
was
out.
out.
You got to 3, and then it
No,
was
Yeah,
over.
1, 2, 3.
probably. And
You got maybe 1.5. So that was it.
yeah, and when they woke me up, I was like, "Why did y'all put that gas on me?"
I bet you did. That
I
stuff
said,
is
"Y'all
gross.
told me it was oxygen." It was
Is
so
your belly? I
funny.
mean, like, because most time when you get put to sleep, your belly's swelled after. Is your belly still kind of swelled up?
Hell, I can't tell. It's always fat. This is-
Oh, Lord, you ain't fat. You ain't fat.
yeah, I am.
No, you ain't. I don't want to hear it. But I know, I mean, if anybody's been put to sleep, you always feel like you're bloated. You know what I mean? Like you always feel like
Right.
you have a lot of gas on your belly from
Well,
them put to sleep,
I remember them giving me like an injection in my IV, and as you're, the room you're waiting in before they take you to surgery, and they're getting you all prepped and everything. The very first time I went through that big major surgery, those people scared the bejeebies out of me before I ever got anywhere, because all of a sudden it was just waiting and waiting and waiting, right? And they came in and said, "We're going to give you something to, help you relax." So, because some people get
It'll be the
anxious.
same thing, and they didn't. But anyway.
Right. And then they started rolling you out, but then they started putting all these things around my legs, and they were poking me with all this stuff, and it was almost like traumatic. And then you go under after they've traumatized you. I woke up and I was in a pissed off mood. They said the first thing I said when I could talk, because you can't see if you're have back surgery, your face, everything, especially 20 years ago when I had the first one, your whole face swells up. Like you can't even see when you are awake. You can't see. Now they do better now. And the second time around, 10 years after that, it wasn't as bad, my face being swollen. But my mom couldn't even recognize me when she came in the room, and the nurse was trying to get her to not say anything because she was shocked. But I was like yelling and telling the lady, I said, basically how I felt before I fell asleep was what I was feeling still there when I woke up. You know what I'm saying? Like 8 hours later, I'm still mad about the fact that I had a migraine, didn't feel good, and that they were traumatizing me.
Yeah. I had
It's weird.
it was so funny when they woke me up. She said, "You want some crackers?" And I said, "What you got?" No, she said, "You want something to eat?" And I said, "Yeah, steak and eggs." And she
Right.
said,
I'm
"I had
starving. Right.
She said, "I got crackers, graham crackers, and saltine." I said, "Give me the saltine, but if they're stale, keep them."
Right. And
You are
right.
so
They're
funny,
nasty.
Miss Ann.
Right.
I'm
Mhm.
serious.
I love it.
too.
Give me
But
some damn coffee.
yeah. Well, when we finally, I mean, we had to be there at 10. And when they took me down to the surgery room, the nurse that was the operating room nurse, oh God, she was super sweet, y'all. I mean, I just love her. I asked her, and she was young, but she was like 6'3". I mean,
Holy crap.
she was so pretty too. But anyway, I told her, I said, "What time is it?" And she said, 1 o'clock. And I said, "Okay." And when they woke me up, it was 2:30. And so I really don't know how long the surgery lasted, but I know they
Right.
knocked me out at 1 and woke me up at 2:30. We didn't get home until 4:30
Oh,
because they
wow.
had to wait until I was whatever. And then the doctor
Right.
came in and talked to me and all that good stuff. We left there and stopped at McDonald's, and I got chicken nuggets and a vanilla milkshake. I was doing everything to get rid of that gas taste. It was just god awful. I mean, even after I had supper last night, I brushed my teeth. I still tasted it. This morning when I woke up, I could still taste it. And when I made that cup of coffee, it knocked it out.
You're like,
Right.
yes.
Girl, it
Coffee
was,
wins again.
yeah, good old coffee.
And I bet you enjoyed your cup of coffee this morning. You're like, yes. I
Yeah,
didn't get it
because I didn't get to
yesterday.
have
Yes.
one yesterday morning and wasn't supposed to be there until 10 o'clock. And I was like,
She said, I didn't get my coffee. I was grumpy. I had to deal with this junk. And ugh, now I got
yeah,
this nasty taste in my mouth.
it was tough. It was a tough day. I was like, "Phew, glad all this is behind me." And then,
Right.
I did want to take a nap, and go to sleep and everything. But I said, if I do, then I'm liable to wake up probably 1, 2 o'clock last night, and I'd be up all night long. So
Mhm.
I fought it. I fought it until about, I don't even know, 12, 1 o'clock last night.
Yeah.
Just went to bed at my normal time, slept like a baby.
Yeah, because Rebel was
Right.
on, and it was like what was it? Well, I know you guys were talking about being tired about 12:30 on the
Yeah,
panel last night. So it was probably around 1:30. Yeah.
whatever time we got off, that's when I shut it down and I went to bed.
And I
I
bet you, I
didn't.
mean, like you said, you just slept like a baby.
Yeah, I got on this left side, and I told them dogs, I said, if you wake me up, I'm gonna beat every one of you with the popper.
She said, I'll
And I,
whoop y'all's
but
asses. I
if
ain't
they,
playing.
like I said, if they did, I didn't hear them. Because I guess that anesthesia, that stupid gas mask stuff, all that stuff was in me. So I slept hard. It was the best sleep I've had in years. I mean, I needed
Well,
that.
maybe I need some gas because I never get any sleep.
Well, I don't want it again. Oh God, I don't want it again.
She said, I don't want that taking nasty. She said, I might want it
Right.
for a good night's rest, but I don't want it down my throat.
Oh, they did
Right.
put a tube down my throat too. Because
Oh,
last night my throat was hurting me so bad. And today when the day surgery nurse called to check on me, I had questions for her and I said, why is my throat hurting me? And it's still hurting right now. She said, because they put a tube down your throat and whatever. And I said,
Right.
oh my God. I said, what'd y'all do? Cram it in there and wiggle it around?
Would you force it
She
down my
laughed.
throat? Jeez.
That thing hurt. It still hurts. It's still sore. But I mean, you know, the inside. Now the outside, yeah, I'm sore. So
Wow.
like I said, it's just and I'm so mad. Don't nobody come around me, okay? Because I said, when can I take a shower? She said, Friday. I said, what?
Oh, hell no.
She said, you can
Right.
take a sponge bath. And I said, no, I got to have a shower. But of course, I've been, you know, I did go in there and I didn't do a good job because there's some more iodine right there that I missed and some right here, just a little bit. You
I
can't
hate
see
that
it.
stuff. It takes forever to get off.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
almost ripped my skin off one
I
time
don't know
shoving
how
that
I
shit
missed
on.
it. I might have wiped it, but you know, because I was still kind of weak today, you know. But I don't know. Shannon and I went to the church, and because they had a bunch of food down there, and I went and got everything. God Almighty, you should have seen the stuff they gave me. 2 big, huge boxes of lucent oranges. 2 50-pound bags of Vidalia onions. They're like 5-pound
Good Lord.
bags.
Those are
In
good
there. I
onions.
don't even know how many bags there is. And about 20, I would say about 20 whole chickens. Now, what the hell am I going to do with all this stuff? Because I don't feel, I'm not supposed to be in the sun.
Right.
And so, for a few days. So I can't stand out here and stop every car and say, come and get this chicken and stuff like I normally do. So I put it all in the, Shannon carried everything in because I can't pick up nothing yet. Of course, I'm hard-headed. You better watch me closely.
Little firecracker.
Yeah.
She's like, I can do it. I can do it. And then she's like, oh, no, I can't. I can't. She's going don't overdo it, sister. You got to be careful.
No.
You got to be
And,
careful.
y'all should see these sweet potatoes. There's a sweet potato in there. Let me get it.
Yeah, I want to see this.
Big this sweet potato is.
Hey, honey, grab that sweet potato down there. Plastic bag. I guarantee yours is bigger.
Look how big that damn thing
Good
is.
Lord have mercy. I'm not even going to say what it looks like.
I got
I
one
mean,
too.
that
Look,
is a sweet potato now.
I got a
Good
big one too.
Gosh
Look,
almighty.
look at my sweet potato.
God.
That's a big long one.
Yeah.
She's got
Hey,
big
no
arms.
comment on
And
yours.
horns looks like a big old tata.
It's
You got
A
the
little bit
female and I
bigger.
got the male potato.
My God.
I don't know. Potato heads.
Oh my God. Oh Lord.
It was just weird you said sweet potato. And Ricardo, my house guest, he loves sweet potatoes. He comes home one day with a bag of sweet potatoes, and I thought that was an odd thing for someone to hand you. You know, I'm like, okay.
Oh
I
my
didn't know what he
God.
wanted me to do with them. And I was like, they were grilling, so I threw them in some foil. I washed them and put them in foil, but then he brought them
Yeah,
in
I
and
mean,
said it was.
honestly, that sweet potato looks like a tata, Miss Ann. I mean, truly, it really does. I mean, it
they
really does.
claim this is 3 pounds. I think it's more like 10 pounds.
That's
That thing is huge.
It
the
looks like a
weapon
big
right
old
there.
tata.
You don't even need a weapon. You got one right there. All you got to do is
Look
whack
at
them.
that
With
damn
that.
thing is.
There you go,
I mean, I
Rocket
got big
Queen.
old hands. That thing's bigger in my hand.
More than a handful, honey.
That thing's huge. Oh, it's done ripped the bag too. That's how big it is. Let me get that thing
Oh
out of
my
there.
lord.
I almost want to build that thing into a potato head because it's so
Oh my god. It looks like it's almost as big as your head. I mean, like just looking at
It
it.
is. My
Oh
my
my
is upset because that's bigger. I gotta shut up.
Oh my god.
That's what I told my doctor before the surgery. I said, "Where are you cutting me?" And he pointed up to his chest. He said, "Right over here." I said, "Don't let that knife slip."
He said they better still be there.
right. Oh, that would
Nope.
be so messed up.
He just shook his head.
He
If they
probably
ain't there,
figured
you
I
in
ain't messing with
trouble.
her. I'm not. He was probably in there making sure he did everything perfect
Oh,
because he knew.
he was a high school wrestler, and he knows I
Oh
used to
Lord.
wrestle. So
She's-
when I had the colonoscopy, he told everybody that was in the surgery room that I used to be a wrestler and he was a high school wrestler. And when they woke me up, the recovery nurse says, "I heard a rumor about you." And I said, "What'd you hear?" And she told me. And when I went to see him for my 1 week checkup and got the official news, I said, "Why are you going to sit there and tell them about me?" They might damn stabbed me with something while I was asleep. And we
Love
both
you,
started
Rocket.
laughing.
Love you, Rocket, honey. Have a good night. Nap, sweetheart, or have a good to us,
Who's
have a good night.
leaving?
She said she's gonna go nap. To her, it's daytime.
Rocket
To us, it's
Queen, night
nighttime.
night.
It confuses me. I always say good night when it's actually their daytime.
right. Yeah, it's different.
They know what I meant. We love you, Rocket Queen, honey. She got all
Love you,
excited and had to
Rocket
take a nap
Queen.
when Miss Ann was showing a big old tata on the screen.
I know.
And Wild Angel talking about it, but never mind.
Yeah, we being bad. Thank you, Rocket Queen. I will. I'll get another good night's rest
Well,
tonight.
this one's shaped like a big fat cucumber almost.
Oh my lord.
These dogs will probably make up for last
Are
night.
you sure you didn't get that bag from Miss Ann, Wild Angel?
Oh, there's a bunch
It's the
of
cousin
them.
potato.
Them damn
Oh,
things
Lord
are
have mercy.
huge. I couldn't believe it. When
I got a new weapon. I'm just gonna get me a bag of sweet potatoes.
Oh my.
I know, really. Knock somebody out with that.
I'm gonna put a sign out front that says "Beware, bad potatoes."
Lord.
Big bad potatoes live here.
Oh my gosh.
No kidding. I don't have to put up my dukes. I'll just throw them a sweet potato at them. Knock them out.
Look, if you fired one of those at somebody, you can believe that hurt. Even at
Get that
especially at a
slingshot. Get the slingshot. Throw that big old sling.
Yeah. It's-
Oh Lord. And
But,
when that thing starts to heal, that's probably gonna itch you. That's probably gonna itch
it's
you.
already been itching. That's what I was
Really?
just doing, scratching some.
Yeah,
You
I know. That's now you know how
are
I
you
feel.
a fast healer? Do you heal pretty quick?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, so
real
you're like,
quick.
I just kind of like, don't smack it, but just kind of pat it if you lightly pat it.
She's like,
It's
Yeah, you
still
smack it, it
numb
might
right
hurt you. Just
there.
kind of like, maybe like lightly pat it or something. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't want to eat. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you advice wise because I don't know.
I mean,
I'd be
I
afraid
asked her. I said, "When
I'd be
can I
afraid
wear?"
to itch it. I'd be afraid to rub it or anything. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I asked that day nurse when she called me today. I asked her about a bra too, and she said it's okay. She said, what, just don't let the straps touch you. I said, well, it's a sports bra.
Right.
So
It's comfy.
I kind of feel uncomfortable because I got it way over here. You know, it's
Right.
under the shirt.
Well, it's just not rubbing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like it's not.
I keep moving it, you know.
Just be on the
So
safe side. Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Now it's pretty. Now is it pretty big underneath your skin? Because it looks like it's raised pretty good. Is it
Yeah.
pretty big?
Make me bigger and you can
Okay,
see it.
honey. Well, I didn't want to, like go all crazy.
I don't know.
Oh, oh, that just looks like
You're
it
all right.
hurts. Ow. Oh,
Oh Lord,
Can
honey.
you see it?
Yeah.
yeah, now
There's
I'm in
that
pain.
view.
Just looking at that. Ouch.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, honey.
It does hurt, but
Oh, no.
you know,
And how
I'm
long does that have to
tough.
stay in?
it hurts. I mean, it's sore.
Now that stays in permanently. They don't take it out, do they? It stays in forever.
Yep, it's there. That's what I said in my video yesterday. I said, okay, y'all, here we go. This is the beginning of the journey. It is for real now. This is it. Here it is. It's okay, you know.
You got
I'm gonna
this.
fight.
I mean, seriously, you got this, girl. I believe God's got
Yeah.
you.
I've told
got
all my friends. I mean, one of my cop buddies called me a while ago to check on me, and he's off duty, doing off duty work tonight. And he said, I've been thinking about you. I just wanted to call and check on you. I said, aw. And I ran into a fire chief that I know real good and at Walmart out in the parking lot. Because we had all that food in the truck and I wasn't going to leave it in the back of the truck and go in Walmart. So I took the prescriptions in, come back out. Then Shannon went in and bought groceries. And my friend come walking by and I said, hey, come here. And she came over. She said, we were just talking about you. And so that was the fire department. And
Good night, Demetrius. Have a good night, honey. Good to see you.
who?
Demetrius is going to bed.
Oh, okay. I'm not even over there. Night, night, Demetrius.
Night.
Small town girl. She said, you make me want to smoke. Thank God I don't have any. Why? Because I'm being crazy?
No, we're all smoking a cigarette.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm giving a light one. A Wild Angel had one smoke. We're all smoking.
And
a
now you're
cigarette.
making me choke on it because I'm laughing.
Oh, here she comes. Beautiful Julie. Hello, love. How are you, girl?
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yes,
Hi.
ma'am.
hey,
Sound check.
Julie.
Hey, everybody. Having
How
some
are you,
insomnia. Having some insomnia tonight.
Oh, God.
Well, we can laugh you to sleep if you'd like.
But I heard Miss
I don't
Fran
have
talk-
anything to put you to sleep.
Oh, I wish you did. I wish you did. But Miss
I did last night. I had that anesthetic and that gas and all that crap. I damn sure would have passed it over to you.
Oh, I would love it.
Ugh.
Give me some happy gas. But
The
I
last time, go ahead.
Miss Ann, about your port, I was just telling you. So I've had, lots. I'm in the medical field, and with your port, just pay attention. If you feel any swelling or anything in your arm, just let your doctor know right away, because sometimes you can get some clots in there, and they just need to give you a little bit of, blood thinners to straighten that out. So just keep an eye on it. If you see swelling or anything, you let them know right away.
Yeah. Is it supposed to be this big sticking
Yes.
out?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
I did see a little bit of red right here earlier this afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know now. I probably have to look in the
That's-
mirror.
Just some irritation and stuff. But if you start seeing swelling anywhere, swelling in your arm or anything like that, just definitely let your doctor know.
How am I going to tell? I got
But
big
if
old
it's
muscles.
well, that's good. That's good. You got your port properly placed and you're on your way to healing. So that's great.
Exactly.
Yep.
But she said it's already starting to kind of itch her. I said, girl, don't scratch it. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
It stretches the skin. It stretches the skin. So if you could imagine your skin being stretched like that.
No,
and
it just hurts. I feel it. It's just, ow.
It don't hurt.
No, but it hurts me to see it. Like I can
Doesn't it-
think
it
of it
only
under my
hurts-
Doesn't it
skin. I
kinda
feel like
come-
it would
goes
hurt.
over her skin. So when they do what is it, chemo that they're doing? Don't it kind of like it kind of like attaches like a magnet to her skin. Is that how it does, Julie?
No, they
Like it
actually go
attaches
in.
to-
They go in with a small needle. They go in with a needle.
Up
to
here,
that
right?
part right here.
Right where you're feeling, right where you feel where that's protruding from your skin, there's a centralized circle in there, and they go right in the middle of that. And that's where
Ah,
they'll insert the chemo right there.
well, why
Oh,
is
it's like
this
through a
here?
needle.
I
Yeah,
thought this had like a little tube right here.
it does. So they went in through what's called your superior vena cava, which is like
Yeah.
the main vessel that returns blood back to the heart, and then they bring a catheter down from that, and then so you've got a tube going down to your port from your superior vena cava, and they do that so the chemo is very, very strong, and if they were to put that directly in a vein, that could damage
would
the walls
yeah.
of the vein. That's why
Yeah.
you've got that catheter and
It
that
like bust. It would like bust her vein or
it
whatever.
would. Yes.
So the
Mhm.
chemo is going to go right.
Because you know when they do a pick line or a central line, when I had my first back surgery, they did the central line, and because my veins were terrible, and because they have to give you so much medicine, they have to have something that the veins won't collapse all the time.
Yeah.
That's how they
Yeah.
explained it anyway.
That's right. So that's the reason for the catheter. That's why they went through that bigger vein, the superior vena cava. But they'll go right there in your port where you can feel it, Miss Ann. That's where they're going to go in when they do your chemo.
Okay, right there.
Yeah. And they'll flush it before and after. They'll put some saline in there to make sure it's all open and ready to take the
They
chemo.
flush it up here.
Nope. Right where you feel the port.
Well, I still don't understand this part.
What part what do you mean? What you got going on up
In
there?
her neck,
Here
honey,
where
the
I'm
upper
cut.
part up here.
Well,
up
that's
here.
where they went in. So that's where they went in to insert your port. So that was the entrance.
Ah,
That's where they went in, and then they threaded it all the way down to your chest right there.
All right,
So
I
this
got
part
you.
will heal. She won't need this. I mean, once it
Correct.
this part she won't need this no more once it
Nope.
heals. She'll
Nope.
just
I
need
thought
this
I
part
was
right
cut
here.
open there too.
Yeah. Nope. They cut open there just to have access to put the port where it needs to go. So where you feel the port sticking
Okay.
out right there, that's where your chemo's going to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, we got a Band-Aid on it because that white butterfly stitch thing was, my hair kept catching it.
Oh yeah, that'll do that.
And
Right.
so it was peeling it back. And so that's why I'm trying to keep my hair out of the way. Now, when I go to bed, I put my hair up because it's so
Mhm.
long.
Yeah.
I mean, and I don't want to lose it.
No.
I'm
It'll
gonna
grow
send
back.
you.
But it grows. If you do lose it, it will grow. I'm telling you, my aunt, hers grew back like 3 times as thick. It grew back so long. She grew all the way down to her butt. And she was 72 years old. She said, I've never had long hair. And after her chemo, she had always had straight hair. And it grew
Like
back
me.
curly. It grew back beautiful. And she loved her curls. So she grew it all the way down to her butt. She had this beautiful, thick, curly hair after chemo. It was amazing.
Aw.
Wow. So I'm going to have curly hair like Shirley
You
Temple.
might. You might. Like Shirley Temple. Listen at her. Like
But she-
Shirley Temple. You might. You never know.
Yeah.
Well, my niece is a beautician, has her own shop and all. So I guess the doctor told me it would just thin I wouldn't lose it. It would thin out. But I guess when it starts thinning out, I might as well just get it cut.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody told me I should go on and get it cut
Mm-hmm.
and then take my hair and make it into a wig. I don't know.
That's a good idea, but it depends on the type of chemo. Some types of chemo, you don't lose a lot of hair. My
Right.
aunt had stage 4 ovarian cancer, and they told her, you're going to lose all your hair. So she went ahead and cut hers really short. And then when it came down to it, she ended up, clipping it all off. And then she got the wigs, and they were so itchy, and she's so down to earth and just a simpleton. She's like, I don't need a wig. It just itched her. It bothered her. So she chose like the bandanas and the hats and things like that.
Right.
Probably
Those are
what I'm
nice.
going to do.
Yeah, they're really comforting to the head, and they protect you from, UV and all that. And
Yeah.
you like to be outside, so you'll want that for sure. Matter of fact, that's a nice thing, a nice gift to do. I'll look into those for you because
and
I was already shopping on Amazon, so now you got me excited about something else to look at.
Aw.
I wear a bandana with a sun visor. had.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
said that she can't be in much in the sun, so anything that can kind of protect her head, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Protect her head would be good.
What
Um,
ultimately you're going to end up doing what's most comfortable. In the beginning, my aunt bought 4 wigs. She bought all these head things. And she's like, no, this is all itchy to me. So she ended up with 100% cotton, like little head covers, 100%
Okay.
cotton. And then by the time she was done, her hair grew back in no time. So that'll be you too. In no time, you'll have it all back. You won't have to worry about it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
'cause I was just going to go ahead, when I start the chemo, let my niece go ahead and cut it all off.
Uh-huh.
And what happened to your camera?
Oh,
Look,
I'm
your
just
kitty
getting
cat.
I'm just getting up and I'm gonna pour me a glass of wine. So I didn't want to make y'all dizzy with my camera moving.
Oh,
I appreciate that because I've had experiences where I literally felt like I was upside down after seeing the movement for so long. I was like, oh my gosh, because I don't know.
No, we can't tell
Uh,
at night what you're doing because the screen is black.
she's always in the dark. She scares people too. She's like like a little vampire. She's like, ah.
okay, I got my candle
So,
on.
There she is. She's like, she's so mysterious. She's like,
I know, and it's funny because whenever Beachy's on a panel with me, I can see she's kind of in a dimmer light too, like that, like because this is
Right.
like orange lights in my kitchen,
right.
and so we both are kind of like. Now I know what I look like to people because I've seen her when she sits like that.
hey, Rebel said, "Where is Dumpling?"
I don't know. I messaged her earlier. We were messaging, and I said, "Hey, come on up," and she must be doing something.
I don't know.
She
Oh,
may
it's the
just
same
come and
thing
pop
I'm
up and
fixing
shock
to do.
us.
I'm yawning. Wow. No, but gosh, what was I gonna ask you? I can't remember now. Oh well. Well, should I get it cut before I start the chemo?
No.
Okay.
No, just
Oh,
because
I
that way
know
you
what I
can
was
see.
going to ask you. He has already told me I'm definitely a stage 3. They're doing a MRI the 12th and a CT on the 15th, and he'll tell me on the 18th for sure what I am. But Dr. Foley, the one that did this, and he did the colonoscopy, I asked him yesterday what size the tumor was. He said it was the size of a lime.
Okay.
Oh my
Pretty
word!
big.
No wonder
So
you're
what
so
do you
uncomfortable.
think? Yeah.
So
What do you?
what I would suggest, I'm not a doctor,
No.
but what I would suggest is asking your doctor how likely it is that you're going to lose all of your hair, and if it's likely you're going to lose a lot, I would suggest if you wanted a wig with your own hair, I would suggest getting it cut before your chemo if he thinks you're going to lose it all.
Right.
So my father-in-law right now who's on chemo, they told them they didn't know. He had a 50% chance of losing his hair. So if it's like a 50% chance, I'd say no, don't get a cut right now. But if you're like, yeah, you're probably going to lose your hair and you want your real hair, I would say yes, get it cut now so they can make a wig from it. But
Yeah, and they can
otherwise,
even dye it for you.
yeah,
Yeah,
they
get
can do
rid of this
anything.
gray.
She'd have some bright red hair.
Well,
She'd
then we
be a
can
little
match, Miss
firecracker.
Ann. We can both have
Woo-hoo.
dark brown hair together.
No,
Yeah.
I'm going to keep my brunette. I like my brunette.
That, yeah.
Some red up there. Hey,
No, I don't do that either.
so the size of a lime, what
That's a big
do you
tumor.
think it's a stage 3 or a 4?
It's not about the size, it's about the type of the cancer.
Yeah.
So you could have there like children who get something called a Wilms tumor on their kidney that could be like 20 centimeters. So that's the size of like a basketball. And
Gosh.
Are you
but
kidding? Oh
I'm
my
not kidding.
gosh.
But if it doesn't metastasize, I mean, that could still be just stage 1. So it's not about the size, it's really about the type of cancer that it
Type of
is.
cancer. Yeah, because the
Okay.
more, yeah, because some of them are really aggressive,
Yeah.
and
So
then
I guess I'll find out on the 18th.
Yep. That's when you're going to find out. That's when you'll find out.
He, but he's definitely said a 3. He said, but I got a feeling it might be a 4, and I'm like, well, it is. It is what it is. You know,
Yeah.
if it's a 4. So that'll depend, whatever stage I am, is that going to depend on what kind of chemo he's going to give me?
Nope. It doesn't depend on the stage. It
Mm-mm.
depends on the type of cancer it
Yeah.
is.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And you do know I got to get radiation too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's are they going to do the radiation before they start the chemo? Because a lot of times they do the radiation to shrink it down a lot before they start the chemo.
I don't know.
Because they
Okay.
can't just go in
He'll-
and take out a
He'll
full
tell
tumor,
me
right?
more on the
Yeah.
18th.
Yeah.
I think, you
Now,
know,
how
like
does
I
that
said,
work? Now, how does it work? Does radiation? Okay, like I don't really know much about. I mean, I don't know much about it. So does chemo shrink it and then radiation kills it, or how? What exactly is?
The other way.
I don't know much about it. I'm just kind of
Yeah.
curious. I don't know much about
I
chemo
am
or
too.
radiation.
Yep,
I
and
don't-
it also depends on the type of cancer. And I have a horrible story about this. Horrible story. This was a long time ago. They've come so far since then. I'm not trying to scare you, Miss Ann.
Yep.
With my
No, you're
grandpa,
not.
many years ago, they found cancer in his eye, and they thought what type of cancer that was, that the radiation would shrink it. So they wanted to do radiation first to shrink it before they started the chemo. But the type of cancer he had, his doctor wasn't really well versed in that type of cancer, and the radiation made it multiply.
Oh my goodness.
Right. So again, it all comes down to and that was a long time ago. They've done so much more. They've progressed since then. So we don't have to worry about that right now. But what they try to do initially, and it depends on the type of cancer. Sometimes they'll do chemo first, sometimes they'll do radiation first. And it all comes down again to the type of cancer it is. So, and if they want to do surgery, that's the thing too. If they want to go in and remove like the larger tumors, they will always do the radiation first to try and get it smaller. They want to get it as small as possible so they don't have to be as invasive with
Yeah.
the surgical procedure.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
right now that they really need to shrink that. I'm
Yeah.
just saying, for real.
Yep.
So,
And they may want to remove that largest one surgically. And if they do, it's because it's so close. You said it's on your tailbone, right?
right.
Mhm.
Okay. So there's a lot of nerve endings there. There's a lot of dangerous things they don't want to be cutting around on there. So if they do want to do a surgical remover of that largest one, you said the size of a lime, they're going to want to do radiation and chemo first to shrink it so that your incision won't be so big.
They
Right.
already told me that. He told me Thursday, he said, when we start the chemo, you'll come in like on a Tuesday and we'll hook a pump up to your port. And the pump's like in a shoulder bag. And you'll sit here for 3 hours. Then we'll send you home with the pump for 2 days. And then you'll come back. We'll take the pump off. You get a 2-week break. And then come back and we repeat. And we do all this for 3 months. And then we run scans to see if it's shrunk.
Yep.
And he said as soon as it has shrunk to their liking, then they'll surgically remove it.
Perfect. Yep.
So,
Right. It's just
Yep.
too
So
bad it
what
wasn't
type-
simpler.
okay, so we pretty sure, I mean, positive it's a 3. Like you said, there's different types. So what's the different types?
Yeah,
A
so
lot.
there's a ton of different types of cancers. But as far as the staging, stage 1 means you have one spot of cancer and it's encapsulated. So it's in its own little, like kind of like a ball.
Now
It's
look here,
closed.
don't use these big fancy words on me.
A
Well,
ball
didn't-
is a ball a fancy word.
You
No,
tell
it-
she's in the medical field. I'm like, I don't know what you're
encapsulated.
talking
Okay.
about.
Okay, I'm sorry, medical field.
Okay.
Okay. So the closed off. So if it's closed off and it's like really tight, like say like a ball and there's no openings in it and it hasn't spread anywhere, it's just its own little thing, that's stage 1.
right.
Stage 2 would be it's in its own little ball, but it opened up a little bit and there's like another spot somewhere else. Okay, stage 3 is usually there's lymph nodes next to that anatomy. So next to your spine where this is growing, there's some lymph nodes, and those lymph nodes are trying to filter out that cancer. So stage 3 is normally it's spread to 1 or 2 lymph nodes. So stage 4 is it's not only spread to the lymph nodes, it's kind of traveled through those lymph nodes and went to another organ in your body, say your liver or your spleen or your brain or something like that. That's like getting to stage 4 and stage 5.
With the previous scans, they did find a spot on my chest.
Okay.
So the CT scan they're doing with and without contrast of my chest and my abdomen.
Mm-hmm.
And then the MRI they're doing with and without contrast of my pelvic area.
Okay.
So he said, you know, it's a stage 3 and it is size of a lime. And what else did he say? Yeah, it's you got your rectum, then your sigma colon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then your sigma colon turns and goes up and loops around. And so right now, the tumor is sitting on my rectum, but some of it is sitting on the sigma colon. It's all right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he said where it is.
Well, that's good. If he's saying it's all just in one spot, that's good news, Miss Ann.
Yeah,
That's
it really is.
they're going to be doing those follow-up scans, and those scans will probably be what's called a PET scan, PET. It's like positive emitron technology or something.
I
It's
call it
nuclear
pet,
medicine.
like your dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the PET scan will light up and show you if it's anywhere else. So they'll be able. The good news is they caught this early, and they're going to see if it's anywhere else, so they'll know to treat those areas too. So those follow-ups.
Well, he said it's been there for 10 years. It grows yearly.
Oh, well, 10 years, that means it's slow growing. If it's 10 years and it's only the size of a lime, to me,
Yeah.
that sounds much better than it could be.
Right.
Mhm.
Like,
Well, I know I
but some
can't do
people
number
haven't.
2.
Mhm.
I bet
Yeah.
not. That's just horrible. I mean, that's just
Now,
awful.
when I do number 2, I have a party. I'm like,
Yeah, the other
"Yay!"
night when we were on group chat, she went out of the room and came back, and it was like she won the lottery. And
He's like,
I
woohoo!
did, and I didn't even know I had to. And I came out and I was like, yay! And so it's been like 3 or 4 days, and today I did, and I was like, yay, party!
Especially after anesthesia, because that can back you up for like a week or two.
oh God, it's awful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wild Angel had surgery before like anesthesia where you couldn't go to the bathroom for a while.
Yes.
Oh gosh, after my C-section.
Oh yeah, after a
Yeah.
C-section, it's terrible. Oh my god.
Yes.
I'm thankful I never had to have that done, because what the precursor to that is that I had all the kids and I didn't have a hard time, but I had 2 major back surgeries. And so now I have a bunch of metal, and my back's
Oh,
all,
see.
what I call it robotic. Me and Miss Ann have,
Oh.
because you feel that way. Your back never feels the same. You read stories about successful surgeries, and I'm thinking, I was young. I was 33 when I had that done to me. And I was up there with way older people than me, like they were looking at me like, why is she up here? You know what I mean? Because it was probably strange. My back just got wrecked.
So so my husband, he just had 3 ruptured discs in his back. He's been out
That's
for a
how it
while.
starts. And
Is that
then,
what happened with you? Did you have
yes,
ruptured discs?
I did. When I was a nurse, when I was younger, and I was lifting a patient, I was training somebody, and she
God.
let go of him, and he was probably about 180. And so, yeah, I had my leg under there for support, but I had to do it fast, and it pulled my back bad.
Oh,
That was when it pulled L4-5 out. And so then over the years it got worse. I had the kids and different things. So that just put strain on it. And I never got it fixed because I didn't know anything about that stuff. I went to the chiropractor. That's what people did.
yeah,
You know?
that's what my husband did. So
I
What
didn't
year?
I didn't
How long
know.
ago was that, Wild Angel? How long ago was that?
Well, so my youngest, it happened when I was pregnant, is when it started to act up, which was horrific. So he's 22. So
Oh,
it
that
would
was
have
a
been
while
like, right.
because
But it
we've been
literally
looking
happened while I
to.
was pregnant. So it was
Oh my
confusing because
God.
I'm thinking, well, maybe I strained it and it'll, you get backaches, it goes away. So I'm just a dumbass and didn't think about it and kept letting it go. And, eventually then they couldn't check to see what was wrong because I was pregnant. They couldn't do the scans, they couldn't do any of it. So they kept sending me to chiropractors and physical therapy, and they had me doing all these insane like exercise. I said, look, I told this one lady one day, I was in tears, I was in so much pain. I'm like, look, you get up there and do all that damn shit, fool. You don't even know how bad I feel. Like, I was mad. I walked up out of there.
Yeah.
And
Y'all,
because what it was is
I'm
Wow.
not crying. I keep yawning, and when you yawn, your eyes water.
Oh my
Mhm.
God.
mine are doing that now because of allergies, but
Y'all
I got
see
to the
my
point
new
where I couldn't
bracelet?
even like push the pedal in the car, so then I
What's
couldn't
his
Oh,
drive.
name, Miss Man?
Wild
My
Angel,
new.
What?
that's where my husband is now. He tried to go to work today
Wait a
and
minute.
he works 4 hours away and his back was killing him so bad he couldn't, and his truck is a stick shift. So he's trying to do the clutch, he's trying to do all that. He had to turn around and come back home. He couldn't even go. So we're looking into the laser. There's a new laser
Do
laminectomy
that
or
because I
whatever.
didn't. Nobody back then, the
Back then
first
it was
time,
different.
right? And nobody gave you that kind of advice. I didn't have great insurance, so they weren't going to be like, "Yeah, let's go do that. That costs a lot of money." But spinal surgery is expensive anyway, no matter how you look at it. If
Right.
they would have done better treatment with me, I may have been able to avoid surgery, but they didn't
Okay.
do things right. When I had the baby, then I went and seen specialists and they did all this tests and they found everything. But just over the years, it got to the point where by the time they did the surgery, there was no disc left. It was nothing. And one of the nerves was completely pinched off. So I couldn't even hardly stand on my leg. I remember taking care of the twins. They were babies, right? They were about 1.5, just about 2, and they were big for their age,
Damn.
tall. Thank goodness, because I was crawling around on my knees. I couldn't stand up at all, and I was trying to change diapers. And I remember I'd have to sit at the end of my mom's like little love seat and change. But they helped me lower my other daughter into the playpen so she'd go to sleep for a
Oh,
nap. It was like
yes.
3 of us, like it was a 3-part.
Oh yeah,
It was bad. So
well,
don't let him
those
get
were
that
the years
bad.
ago, but they've advanced so far now, and I just
They
feel bad
have.
that happened to you so long ago, and
I
I
wish
feel
it
like
would have been better because I mean,
yeah,
it sucks and it just keeps getting worse. So I'm 10 years, then I had the second surgery, and my surgeon's like, "Oh, you made it 10 years." I'm like, "No, I never wanted to come see you again. Do you
right.
understand? I didn't want to ever come back here." That was very, very like traumatic at a young age to go through that kind of a surgery. I mean, I just
Yeah,
thought you
that's
just
so
don't feel
young.
right. You feel weird, and then they make you do all this damn shit, like go
Yeah,
up and down stairs in a cement hallway of a hospital. Look, all I could think is I'm gonna fall and I'm gonna be all completely messed up the rest of the way.
right.
I
And
was
that's what
scared.
Unless
we go through. People don't understand in the medical field what we go through, lifting patients, transporting patients. So
It's
I
hard on your back.
thank God I never hurt my back, but there
Yeah.
was this man, very obese, I'd say, oh gosh, he was pushing 350,
oh
400,
my word.
and he was on one of those scooters, the medical scooters, and he said he was able to stand up on his own. So I'm like, okay, so we're trying, I was an ultrasound tech. So
I'll be right back.
we'd get them in our room and get them up on our bed, and we asked if he was okay to stand on his own, and the doctor's like, oh, he can stand on his own, because we had no lifting help. We were an outpatient facility, no lifting
Right.
help. So it's just me in there. I'm trying to get him out of his scooter, and imagine me, I was 4'11" and maybe 100 pounds at the time.
Oh my.
I'm trying to help him, and he completely falls on me. He's falling down, and I'm trying everything I can to keep him up with my hands, and I end up tearing my whole rotator cuff on my right
Oh,
side.
that is the
Oh
worst
my
injury
gosh.
ever.
Especially because that was my life, my job. I scanned with my right arm, my right shoulder, and it was just so devastating. And you as a nurse, that happening to your back, and me as an
Yeah, it
ultrasound
ruined
tech.
my, because that was
Yes.
something I was going to do as a profession, and I was just getting
Yes.
into it. And then it really changed it, because it was a
Yeah.
good profession to have, especially when you're raising little kids, because I mean, it's just good to have all that experience. You never know what's going to happen with them, you know?
Yes.
And I mean, and
Absolutely.
you still get to work, you know, I don't know. It just was going to work out for me, I thought at the time, but yeah, that was depressing
It's
to
very
say the
depressing.
least.
And I was so down. I was so down for years. I was like scanning in pain. I was so depressed. I had such a negative
And you can't lay on
attitude.
it. You can't lay on it.
You can't.
I tore mine and didn't
No.
even know it. Helping my husband, who's way taller than me, try to lift one of these big Samsung machines with the drums. That thing probably has to weigh 500 pounds. I swear it felt like it. I don't know what I was doing, or why he would have ever even let me do it. Because I said, "Why'd you let me do that?" You know, because he knows I'm way shorter than him, so the equilibrium was wrong. See, I
Yeah.
mean, I might have been okay for a minute. I don't know why I do shit like that. I'm just like, and we just do stuff because we're
We
used to
do.
doing
That's
it.
what we do.
You
We're
know,
Because
I
we're
mean, I
husbands.
just don't
independent.
care. I always, when I was pregnant, I was always doing stuff. People were like, "Oh my gosh!" I'm like, "Leave me alone. I'm fine." Like,
It's how we think we can
I'm
get
just
get
normal.
shit
I'm
done. Get it
pregnant.
done.
I'm
Get
not
it done.
broken. Right.
Like, I got this, hand it to me.
When I
But no,
had,
and then the second time around, right? This is
Mhm.
how shitty insurance is these days.
Oh yeah.
They would, okay, my insurance will only pay if it needs surgery, which means it has to be completely broken for them to fix it. This is what I was told.
Okay.
So when they went to do that next level, same surgery, he said if you weren't so symptomatic, I could do the other level, but the insurance won't cover it. Do you know what
oh
that's like to be
man,
told that? Because then you're like, so that basically you're telling me I'm going to do this again. I can't have you guys cut my spine open a third time. It's horrific. And then every time they do it, there's scar
I had
tissue.
5.
Yeah, and she's at 5. And then there's more. They go in there and they disrupt what they've already done to keep adding in
Yeah.
these and all this titanium metal that they use in there, right? Because it's the only thing the body can handle to be in there like that. But what it does is it makes you cold from the inside out, which is the strangest thing to ever hear, but I swear it exists. The
Oh
first
wow.
winter after that surgery, they didn't tell me nothing. I found out the hard way, and I almost like shivered to death. I actually think I experienced what it would be like to be out in the cold in the elements with no
Oh
cover. It
gosh.
was that cold. And so every
Dang.
winter I'm miserable. And like right now I'm cold and my back it gets really hard and it feels like, then you start to know you got metal in there because it feels everything gets tight around it. So it doesn't
Right.
matter how long you are out of surgery. Ann knows this. You just don't feel the same. I mean, literally, I would give anything to. I said, if you offer me $1,000,000, I wouldn't take it if I could get a new back. That's it, because
Dang.
it's
When
just
I
weird. And
had,
then when you're, little kids, it's hard to raise when you're broken.
Definitely. I couldn't imagine. What, Miss Ann?
I think my 3rd surgery, they had to take all my screws and rods out and add more because of another disc and put everything back in and do all that.
It's horrible. It's
They
horrible.
woke me up, took me up there to the room, and here comes these physical therapy people, and I'm still groggy. And they
Right?
said, "All right, we came to get you to take you up and walk you down the highway." I said, "Have you lost your mind?"
That's what I said too.
I did. I said, "Y'all, have you lost your mind?" Y'all, I'm still messed up from the, anesthesia. And they kept telling me, yeah, and they went and got the supervisor,
They do.
head
They really.
nurse, and she come in there telling me that I had to walk. I started crying. I
Mhm.
was like, no.
It's weird. It,
They forced me, and I got up and took that
it's
walker, and
awful.
I'm shaking. I'm
Hmm.
literally shaking and going down the hallway.
Your
I,
feet
I
don't
think I,
feel like
I
your
went
legs feel
about,
weird.
I think about, I went about 12 feet, and I said, "That's it." And I turned back around, and no, you need to go some more. I said, "Oh no, I don't."
Right.
Watch me. I turned around and went right back to the room.
Wow.
They said, Well, she needs to be moved. I think it was on the like 7th floor. She needs to go on and go to the 4th floor, the physical therapy floor. And I'm like, God, these people have lost their mind up here.
Mhm. They don't
Oh,
even let you rest. They
goodness.
no, I guess they bothered me the next morning because it was a late. By the time they got done, it was pretty late.
They had me up and walking.
Well, they want you to get up and around because otherwise you'll
You
get
need to.
blood clots, and
Right.
everything's gonna start fusing
I mean,
Let me
together.
tell you something. When you druggy, groggy, and dopey and all that from the
Mhm.
anesthesia, and all you want to do is go back to sleep,
Oh, I bet.
it
Right.
ain't time to go walking. Y'all can wait.
Ladies, I
Right.
didn't realize I've been on for 3 hours.
Becca.
I have to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning for the
Oh
kids.
my God. Get in bed. Get in bed. And I
Oh
was going to ask
gosh,
you more
we
questions. I'm
lost
like,
track of
Becca,
time.
you
Oh
had
my goodness.
surgery.
It's
You know, we need to let you
It's
go to
I
bed.
honey, it's okay. I was just like, oh my gosh, it's 1:30 in the morning. I have to get up at 6.
Well, I got one question for Julie,
forgot.
and
Yes,
then I'll
yes,
get
Miss
off.
Ann.
I
Yeah.
so enjoy you guys though. Daggone it.
All right.
Well, they get out of
Oh.
school June the 1st, so then we'll be able to do this however long we
Oh,
want
yeah.
to.
Yeah, I know.
I'm like,
Julie,
oh man.
is it true that sugar feeds the cancer?
Yes, ma'am.
So that means I cannot have Reese cups no more.
It doesn't mean you can't, but it
Yeah,
means if
put
you
that in
have
there.
Reese cups, it's not going to help anything.
Aw.
Well, I got
But-
some of these little chocolate covered New York cheesecakes I got today. These are
Look
good.
into, here's what you need to look into is like organic dark chocolate. Organic dark chocolate, and it takes a while to get used to, but the sugar content isn't as high and it will still get those cravings. So look into organic dark chocolate.
What
Yeah.
what about my tea
Mhm.
and my Dr. Pepper and my
I
coffee?
know.
She said,
I
I'm gonna
know.
starve to death.
You got to really
I
go
know.
healthy for a while. You got to go
No
off the map
wonder
a
he
little.
told
But you
me
can,
I was going to lose weight. She's y'all
yeah,
taking
but
everything
you
away
do.
from
You
me.
really do. It's because you
Y'all
do really
taking
need to have a
everything
special diet.
away.
Yeah.
Becca, before we hang up now, have you had any surgeries? We haven't heard about you. Have you had surgeries or gone through any of this? No C-sections?
I had my gallbladder removed, and that ain't no fun.
Oh, was
Mm-mm.
it the two little tiny incisions or the big long one?
The big one.
Oh no.
I did too. The
Oh, no.
gallbladder.
Where it's right. I
and
mean, like it's
appendix.
right.
Yeah.
I
Oh
had
Oh,
this
God.
wow.
one, and then I had well, that was the main one, and that absolutely killed me. And then I had Rebel just yelled at me. I had when I was 17 or 18 years old, I had a fatty tumor, and it was benign. Sorry, Miss Ann, but it was benign or whatever, where it's non-cancerous.
Yeah,
I mean, they
benign.
checked it, but it was not, and it was like this big.
Yeah.
And it was they said they took it. It's right on my bra line on the back of on the back of your back where your
It's called
bottom
a,
of your
yeah,
bra line sit.
it's a lipoma. Lipoma.
Yeah, it's like this. I mean, it was like this. They said it looked like a goose egg,
Wow.
and I had a hump on my back, and it was caught. I mean, it was hurting me. So they cut it and basically scooped it open and sewed me up and sent it off. And they said that it was just a fatty tumor, like it was benign or whatever the word is,
You
where
were
it's non-cancerous.
lucky.
Yep.
But I was like 17 or 18, and I mean, it freaked me out because I was like, I don't know what this is. But they said it. I mean, like it was like a goose egg. So I mean, it's pretty big, a goose egg. And so, but that one, and then I had my gallbladder removed because they tried to go in my belly button, and it was right after I had the twins, which Wild Angel, she has twins. So it was right after I had them, and I had so much scar tissue because I was huge.
Okay. Yeah, with
with
twins.
the
Yeah.
twins. And so they had to cut me right underneath my rib
Oh.
cage.
So you didn't get the laparoscopy. You had to have
Which they
the big
tried,
surgery.
and they said I had so much scar tissue, so I had to have that humongous scar, and it's right
Oh.
underneath.
Dang.
Yeah.
Okay.
How old are
I'm
you
like-
twins?
And then of course C-section. So
Oh.
me and Wild Angel got a lot in common because she's got twins and I got twins.
How
I
old are
mean, me
your
and Rebels,
twins?
me and Rebels got twins, but giving birth, we got that in common, definitely with the twins.
Angel, how old are your twins?
That
Our
is
twins,
something.
they'll be, yeah, because she says her twins act like they're 12, and our twins are actually 12, but act like they're like 20 something.
Wow.
Becca, I'm gonna drop
Uh-oh.
off because I know you need to go to sleep. But it was so good talking to all of y'all, and y'all
You
have a
too,
very
sweetie.
good
Right.
night. Get you
Yeah.
some
Much
sleep.
love,
You
Yeah,
honey.
nice
too.
meeting you.
See you again soon. You have a wonderful night, Miss Julie. Love you,
Okay.
girl.
Bye. Love y'all. Bye.
Julie,
Bye,
thank you
honey.
for the information.
You're welcome,
Bye.
Miss Ann. Bye, y'all. Good night.
Yeah.
Night,
Night,
honey.
night. Love you.
Good night.
Love you.
Night, everybody.
Good
All right,
night.
I'm
Love
gonna
Good
jump
night,
y'all.
off
Becca.
Love you,
and
Miss
finish
Ann.
eating my chocolate here and brush my
I would
teeth.
while you can, girl. I would while you can.
I am.
Would.
And then I'm going to bed. I'm gonna eat
Get you
this.
some good rest, honey. Just be
I
careful.
will.
Just
I
be careful,
will.
girl.
All right.
love
I
you.
love you.
Love you too, honey. I pray for you always. Love you, honey. I'll see you
Thank
soon.
you. All right. Take care.
Good night, honey. You too, honey.
Bye, everybody in chat. I love y'all.
Love you too, honey. All right, y'all have a wonderful night. Guys, I really did not know that it was 1:30 in the morning. I apologize. It was a great live, and I was listening. I just honestly didn't realize it was 1:30 in the morning and I have to get up. But hope, the kids get out of school at June the 1st. So it's really right around the corner if you think about it. So we'll be doing the late lives again. I don't know why everybody quit talking. I don't know. But anyway, so it was a great live, and we will have another live about the color psychology one, because like they said, it's still coming out and more information is still coming out about it. So we'll have another live about that, and all these other lives we'll have. Well, I'm sure we'll have more, like we'll have number 2, part 2 about it and stuff like that. So now these won't be the only lives that we'll have about this. So y'all have a wonderful night, and I love each and every one of you guys. And remember, lift each other up, be there for one another, support one another, be kind to one another, because you never know what somebody is going through. Okay. I love each and every one of you guys, and I will see you guys real soon. Now remember, Rebel, if y'all haven't subbed up to him, it's Tattooed Rebel 2229. And also, I was supposed to say, before I get off here, there's also a new channel. It's a Rebels channel, and it's called We the People 2229. I don't have the link for it. I don't know if Rebel can throw it in there or not, but if y'all haven't subbed up to that, go sub up to that too. It's Rebel's new channel. It's called We the People, where he goes in and kind of talks about kind of what's going on in this world, stuff that he don't like and stuff like that. It's really good. But y'all have a good night. I love each and every one of you guys. And remember, I'm here for each and every one of you guys. If y'all ever need anybody to talk to, I'm here for y'all. And I love y'all. And I will see you guys real soon. And like I said, if y'all haven't subbed up to Tattooed Rebel, go sub up to him. And he goes live tomorrow. And I will see you guys Friday night after the bonfire. If y'all haven't subbed up to that, go sub up to that. It's White Trash Bonfire 2229 Reactions on YouTube. So I love you guys, and I will see you guys Friday night right after the bonfire. Okay? Y'all have a wonderful night. Virtual hugs. Love y'all. Peace.